And we are live. Welcome to Bmoney, straight shooting number 6 with my man Bmoney and yours truly, the podcast god, Superfly, Johnny Lee. And with us tonight, we got a stacked house because to my right, we have Scott Diamond.
Yeah, diamonds are forever, baby.
And to my left over there, we got the one, the only, the myth, the legend. We got the apex of perfection, the shaman of sexuality. We got Austin Diamond.
I don't know if I remember those lines going exactly like that, but it'll do.
That's right. And then we got to his left, we got Tuffy, the badass junior.
How's it going, guys?
And even though you can't see him right now, we got right over there to Scott Diamond's left. We got the man, the myth, the legend who'll chop the shit out of you. We got Tuffy.
Hey, Pop, I hope you know on camera you're putting over nothing. There's nothing there.
Well, they may not be able to see it, but man, my main man, Tuffy, right here.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah, I gotta get him in here, man.
Now,
I'm not
excuse
allowed
me a
around
little bit.
microphone.
Hey, you're loud too
Yeah, we're
because
picking
you're on
up
the
on
Nice
here,
Game
buddy.
podcast now.
That's right.
And we allow anything goes on the mics.
Don't let me politic you out of this mic, all right? Don't be scared to lean in a second.
All you gotta do is Tuff Jr.
Diddy.
You either wanna use his mic or you can use his mic, whichever you want to, brother.
I'm in the middle, so I'll go either way.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
We're watching
You hear
something
that, guys?
funny.
It swings both ways. We're in luck tonight.
No dude.
No Diddy.
And we got such a packed show tonight because we got second generation, and we got
What the hell is going on here, Johnny?
Did he say sexy generation? I mean,
second generation.
Baby oil on the table? What the hell is going on here?
I'm sorry, but
Johnny, this is not a Diddy party.
that's right. There's no Diddy. I mean, this is a we are watching a Diddy video right now.
Yeah, Diddy video.
It's
It's a Diddy video.
what the fuck is that guy even doing? Who the fuck?
I'll be damned. We found the Amish village.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
But we got a second generation and legendary, 2 legends here in the house.
Yes, Tuffy and I have been around for a long, long time, and now I'm sure I can speak for Tuffy on this when I say we're really proud to see our sons carrying in our footsteps.
Hell yeah.
Dumbasses, we ain't teaching nothing.
Gentlemen, can I just say it has been a pleasure sitting here watching these men fight over rights to other men's cornholes.
I know, right? I swear that we saw.
Going?
Yeah, where the hell is he
Back
going?
into the woods.
Sasquatch going back
He's
into
so
the woods.
damn embarrassed of that match. He's
damn.
walking off into the woods. I can't blame him.
Man, I cannot believe it. And you know what? He had a week. When he got thrown to that van, it was a week.
Oh, God.
The entire.
I got something to show y'all. Because this is how you freaking take the damn
I was so confused.
shot to the van. Because we got it on here. We always keep track of what we do.
Who's that stud? Good God. Let's see that guy again.
I know, right?
So what's the Diamond Cartel been up to these days?
You know, pretty much. I'm semi-retired. We've been pushing Austin's career. As we spoke earlier, he just had an opportunity in August
Damn, Johnny.
to have his first championship match. And as the cartel was infamously known for, what we don't get, we take. So,
Might be my bad, yo. Don't let it happen twice.
although the match didn't go the way we wanted, you know, the guy punched Austin in the diamonds really hard, causing Austin to throw up. So we just beat his ass and then took the belt. So Austin's carrying his first championship belt.
That's right. As you can see right there at the front of the table.
And again, we may not have went out there and got the 1, 2, 3, but we left with the belt. So the hell with everybody. You know, again, I've been out. I just made my return to Kentucky with EWA, Elite Wrestling Alliance, in October. I was a part of the Elite Wrestling Alliance team. Berto, Ethan Heyer, Marty Clay. We went out and beat Team Sharon to give Berto the commission spot now there at Elite Wrestling Alliance. I was fortunate enough to go back out there just a couple of weeks ago and make my appearance there. fans were great. You know, I thought after being out 8 months that they had forgotten about Scott Diamond, but standing ovation on both cards, so that was great. So you'll be seeing me there. You'll be seeing Austin there. He has to go and defend that D.P.W belt in December, so we'll be doing that. And also I want to put out there, we're going to be doing probably the last Scott Diamond birthday bash, February the 3rd, Friday, January the 3rd in Nicholasville. Stay tuned because there'll be more information on that coming up. But really right now, you know, the eyes that you need to put on is to Austin Diamond. That's what the cartel's been doing here lately. We've just been putting him out there. You know, he's been out there with J.R. Rock doing his business, been out there with Frank the Tank doing their business. And that's kind of what we've been doing as of late. But again, stay tuned because more information on the Scott Diamond birthday bash will be coming up.
Exactly. We can't wait for it.
Hey, I'll be 60. And it's hard
You
to
don't even
believe.
look a day over 60.
It's right. It's hard to believe, you know, because when Tuffy and I started this, we were young men, and now we're getting up in age. You know?
Shit, talk about yourself.
You're close. You're not far behind me, man.
Getting is a good one.
Yeah. Hey,
Now, this is how you take a shot to the car because whatever we
Oh,
saw
shit.
earlier, that he
Damn.
got weak
Damn,
on.
son, you look, it knocked you fucking silly, dude.
Like the one that we just watched, he got so scared to hit that car that he runs so slowly that he grabs the car like, oh, I don't want to hit this, baby. I don't want to hit it. What the fuck?
He's got to drive it to the Goodwill the next day.
he's got a pickup to make.
Exactly.
That damn DoorDash shit, I'm telling you.
Like, that's Dan Zero right there. Hey, there, watch this punch that he gives. That's a pretty damn good punch that he throws.
Yeah, well, he's a prick in my book.
Yeah. That's accurate to depict who Stan Zero is.
He was the original cartel member until he stabbed me in the back, but we won't get into that.
I can't believe it. It's because
Ain't that calling the kettle black? How many puckers have you stuck in the back?
I always looked him right in the eye, Tuffy.
How about this weather we're having, huh, gentlemen?
Right in the eye.
That's right.
Hell of a ceiling tile we've got here.
You can't see the damn ceiling. It's dark in here.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he said y'all look good.
And, you know, Austin, it must be feeling pretty damn good to have your own World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, hell, you can get those off eBay for $55.
Well, hell, I'd sooner take it to the pawn shop and let Simple Rick have it back.
That's true.
Look, we know some
And
guys
that's
who
the
pawn the belts,
simple
don't we?
truth.
In our time, we know some guys who pawn the belts.
Hey, Ric Flair used to have titles that he'd pawn.
Rick was the guy that went to WWF with the NWA title and told him,
Yep.
hey, you want it? Send me my $25,000 retainer and you can have it. Other than that, I'm keeping it.
Exactly. And can you believe that Jim Herd wanted him to change his look and call him Spartacus?
Jim Herd was an idiot.
Yep.
Let's just put it out there. Just because he can run a Wendy's don't mean he can run a professional wrestling organization.
Exactly. Because how do you take the biggest name in the sport of professional wrestling and change its name and have him dye his hair and then call himself Spartacus? It's like he looked at Ric Flair, he's like, I don't give a damn if you are famous or not. I want you to change your look and be Spartacus for me.
Jim Herd, the only thing Jim Herd should have been saying is, would you like fries with that?
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
That's
He's going
it.
right back to the guy we were just watching. How about it?
Exactly. That's exactly what he is. Because have you seen what he's been up to lately?
No, I haven't. Has anybody?
Exactly.
No, exactly.
The only thing I remember is the shot heard round the world. The kendo stick that left an everlasting impression. June 5th, Salina, Tennessee.
We
It turned
can
him
see the
into a
stick in the
unicorn.
background over there. You know, the people know what's good. How you doing?
The people love Austin Diamond. I don't remember them chanting his name though.
How'd
Yeah.
it feel when you landed that shot? Did you knew that was pretty much it?
Look, brother, everybody in the state of Tennessee knew that was it.
He was out literally, you know, and you know, Tuffy, I tell you, we've been in that position before. When you hit a guy or you throw him into something and he's knocked, you can look into his eyes, and when his eyes roll back into his head, and that's the way this guy's head it was.
Heck
We
yeah,
knew-
real.
We knew he was out. We knew he was done. It was the end of story.
Heck yeah. Rayon said He loves his talks with you. Nothing but respect for him and the business.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Who was that?
Ray Owens.
Ray
of
Owens.
Bucks and Mucks
Good
Catering.
guy. Bucks and Mucks Catering. Great food.
Leon Lexington said, the GOAT, Scott Diamond.
Yeah,
Thank
nobody
you.
else is here, Leon. Just Scott Diamond. Yeah, no,
That's right.
I
That's
see how
right.
it is.
Hey, don't leave out my friend Tuffy, too. 'Cause,
That's right.
Hell no, I'm here. I'm
He's
not
a
allowed
big-
around a fucking microphone.
We can see the arms.
Tell you, you can't say that. We're live.
Well, hell, they said it was free range.
That's right.
You know,
Because unlike wrestling, we can have the wrestlers do what they want to do on the mic.
I'll tell you, get Tuffy around the mic. You just don't know what the hell's going to come out. That's why I
Yep.
don't want to get over here.
That ends up becoming the one thing that you can count on.
I'm over playing with a fucking duck head.
Hey, Lee Ward the Duck.
So I remember a time or
That
two
means
where
it's been up somebody's ass. That's what that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why it's fucking tarnished, ain't it?
That's why it's tarnished. But he said, don't worry, he'll send you the bill, though.
That's right. And Tuffy Jr. I expect big things from 2025.
All I want to say is, just wait.
Exactly.
Just wait.
So I hear you've been doing some training, and you're getting ready to, again, follow in your father's footsteps, which, those are big steps to
Oh,
fill.
yeah.
Really, they are.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to embarrass him or anything like that, but Tuffy's had some major battles throughout his career. And, I was fortunate enough sometimes being on the opposite end of the corner from him, and the best times were in the same corner with him, because when you're in the opposite corner, it gets nasty real quick. But you got big shoes to fill, and, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Exactly.
All I want to say is, it's going to be a nice little road.
It's going to be a hell of a ride, I know already. Do you have a debut date?
Not yet. Not yet. No, first thing I'm just going to do is I'm just going to put the fundamentals down first. Just the fundamental downs. No, just mental. Mental work. Get mentally prepared, get mentally ready, get physically ready, and then that's when I will announce when my debut will be.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's smart. I mean, because a lot of people don't talk about the mental aspect of it. As I'm sure your father has told you, it's probably 90% mental and 10% physical. And most people just want to talk about the physicality of it. They don't want to talk about the mental prep. But you have to prepare mentally to be able to bring your A game in there. And then the physicality, it just comes natural after the fact.
Yep.
But you have to have, psychology is the hardest part to learn, but it's the first part that everybody says they learn, which they don't.
They don't teach that shit no more.
They don't. They really don't, Tuffy. They don't teach the psychology of what we do. And that is so important. So, it's a very smart statement there, young man. And again, I know myself, I look forward to seeing your debut. And hopefully maybe one day you and Austin Diamond tag up a little bit.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we'll be watching.
Will be money. Now the ball's at your court. Are you preparing to get into the ring?
Actually, I have been these past couple months. I've been going to the gym pretty much, every day I can. I got a pretty hectic schedule, but it's something I've always wanted to do.
He's your son. You see that stuff?
This motherfucker, dude. I knew he's doing some shit. This son of a bitch.
Hey, I don't know if everybody out there knows, and it's not my program. I don't want to take over, but that's what I do.
That's his
for
way
those-
of telling you he's taking over.
For those that don't know, Bmoney is the son of legendary Bear Steele. So, all three of these young men, Bmoney, Tuffy Jr., and Austin Diamond, they all three come from great wrestling backgrounds.
And ever since high school, I ain't been able to, snap into the wrestler. I was that mentality, but I feel it's starting to come on. When I'm in the gym, certain songs are going that, last couple sets fucking, I'm fucking ready.
That motivation starts taking
Yeah.
hold to you, don't it?
Yeah.
Sure does.
Oh, look at this. Brown says, you let me sell food at the bash.
Oh, shit.
Ray is wanting to do that?
Yep.
Well, hey, as long as Scott Diamond gets a plate, I likes to eat. Come on, the bash will be January the 3rd in Nicholasville, and at the moment, that's really all I can say about it. But we will be having it'll be the 15th Scott Diamond birthday bash.
Hell
So,
yeah.
probably be the last. You know,
We've heard that the past 5 damn years.
now you're turning into Bobby Blade.
You've only heard it for the last 5? Good God, I'm a decade in already.
And you can outwork most of the people that's here that claims to be veterans.
Well, you know, it's not easy being God's greatest gift to women, but here I am, you know. Gets tiring, I promise.
I mean, I tell you what, though, being D.P.W champion, that has its perks, don't it?
Oh, it absolutely does. You know, that title and I have had many a great nights together already, believe you me.
That's not what your boyfriend said.
Tuffy, you leave my boyfriend out of this, all right?
The first night we come home, Tuffy, he thought he was Shawn Michaels. You know, he gets in the shower upstairs, and I go downstairs, jump in the shower. And so, you know, with my office being downstairs, I spent a lot of time down there. So I came upstairs after I got out of the shower to tell him good night and stuff. He comes out of the damn bathroom with a towel on and the belt on. I tried to tell him, you're not Shawn Michaels.
And you didn't have no shampoo left.
Or conditioner.
Just in case anybody at home was wondering, shampoo burns. Yeah. So we're all out of conditioner.
Oh, my goodness.
In other news, gentlemen, I do own shares in Suave.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been paying attention to your journey. Ever since you won that title, I've only heard one person have anything bad to say about it.
Oh, yeah, Johnny? You want to clue us in? We're all gathered around here.
Joe Moreau.
Who?
Joe Smo.
Who?
The Joe Smo of Smos.
I'm lost. Does anybody else know this guy?
Well, you know, envy can take many forms, is all I'm going to say.
Yep. Especially when they spit on your belt.
Well, he's used to spitting.
Yeah.
He's no stranger to that world, believe me.
That's right.
So was he the first person to hawk to?
Oh! Snap.
You know,
He was ahead of the game. How you doing?
Watch out, that shit's probably trademark now.
What's up, Tommy Green?
Yeah, there's going to have to pay money on that now.
Yeah.
That's right. Tommy Green's tuned in now. He said, Tommy Green in the house.
Oh, Lord.
Damn, it's your bedtime, old man.
Yeah, the only guy in wrestling that's older than Scott Diamond, Tommy Green.
Yep.
Jimmy Valiant still exists. Come on now.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, actually, Tommy Green and Tommy, you know, if you're listening, he can chime in on this. He can back this up. He and Boogie used to be a tag team years ago. Sure did.
And Boogie don't even look older than Ramblin' Jimmy Lamb. He looks way older than Jimmy Valiant.
Oh, Jimmy Lamb takes it on the chin because he's had a rough life.
Yeah.
But his claim
We're
to
going
fame
back
is,
to talking about Joe Monroe
you
now.
know, his big claim to fame, you know, the Moondogs beat the shit out of him in Memphis one day, so he does have that.
Yep,
And he's
he
two-time PWI top 500.
He also has this stroke when y'all beat the Hell album.
Yeah, that was a scary moment. That was, I guess, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, almost on the dot. I believe that was the 17th of November.
Yeah, and so the ambulance came and they tried to get him to go because he had had a mini stroke.
Yep.
And you know, I got to give credit where credit is due. He couldn't talk, but he wouldn't go in the ambulance, so you know he stuck it out.
Exactly.
Gave him a little glass of orange juice and a cookie, and he came around.
That's a true professional wrestler, though.
That's true professional wrestler, yeah.
Because unlike Sin Cara, who cried about having a sprained finger, Jimmy Lamb was like, "Nope, I'm continuing."
Yeah, he you know, he couldn't continue, but he didn't go to the hospital either. You know, they even tried to convince his wife to make him go, and she's like, "Look, he says no, so no means no."
Yep, exactly. Because when you're a professional wrestler, just because you have a stroke don't mean that you're going to a hospital.
Hey, you take it on the chin, you know.
Yep.
Tuffy and I both have injuries in the past, and you just stick it out. It's just what we do.
Exactly.
You know, this isn't ballet. It is a man's world through and through. You've got a wrestling background. You gentlemen have been around for, you know, a cup of coffee. Y'all might know what I'm talking about here.
You got any coffee?
Ever since
I'll have a
Dick
cup.
was manor.
No, but we
How
do
you
got alcohol.
Save that for later. But, you know, I just couldn't imagine having to continue with a sprained finger, you know. That's a career ender right there.
Yeah, and being outside and you got that sprained finger and the other guys wanting to continue the match and you're like, "No, referee, come over here. I can't continue. Call the match off. My finger's broken."
Well, you know, let's look in yesteryear here with myself and Tuffy. Tuffy, how many times did you go out there injured or go out there and something happened during a match and still go ahead?
Every damn week.
Every damn week. That's exactly right. You know, when Pondo busted the cinder block over my testicles and, I stayed in the hospital for 5 hours because I had a swell.
Why'd you look down to check?
That's why you look like the way you fucking do.
Oh, it's Tuffy.
We know your mama should have swallowed.
Look, buddy, I'm no more happy about it than the next guy. Believe me.
But,
Look, man, this economy's whooping my ass tough. I wish it happened just as much as you do.
right, But, I mean, the point is, guys like when Tuffy and I came in, it was not unheard of to go out there injured or get injured during a match and finish the match. And nowadays, it's fewer and far in between that you see that happening, I guess that's why we're getting out of the business and these kids are coming in.
With you three sitting over there, there's only one good thing that I can tell you.
My mustache.
No.
Oh.
Learn your basics. Learn how to protect yourself.
Yes.
Because with these goof nowadays, the only thing they're good for is no disrespect to the podcast and all that stuff, but that's all you've got working now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got kids that think they can come in because they can go on eBay and buy a pair of wrestling boots for $100. They think they're a damn professional athlete.
Yep.
Right.
And they don't know ring psychology at all. Worse shit.
Learn the basics. Learn how to protect yourself, and then go from there.
Hell,
That's
most
good
of them don't
advice.
even know. It's great advice. And most of them nowadays don't even know locker room etiquette. When we came in, if Tuffy and I walked in the locker room and there were vets in there and we didn't walk over and shake their hand, we was getting our ass kicked.
Yep.
Nowadays, these kids, not all of them, but there's a few of them out there that still do it. But a lot of them don't even come and shake your hand, and there might be only 2 chairs and 3 veterans walk in, and not one of these young kids will get up and say, "Hey, you're a vet. You want to take my chair?" And that's just locker room etiquette. It's
Yep.
not even being in front and knowing your craft, being out there. If you can't get the locker room etiquette, you damn sure don't belong in the ring.
You damn straight. Like, I will never understand the young wrestlers that have 4 or 5 veterans back there and they just sit there. The veterans are just talking to amongst themselves because they ain't getting no one else coming up there trying to ask advice. So they're just sitting there by themselves.
If there's some listening, they'll understand this comment right here, back from the MWA days. You had 2 dressing rooms. You had the generals,
Yep.
and you had the sidekicks.
Yeah.
You can, B, you probably remember them.
Yeah, there was one upstairs.
Yep.
That was one I ran into.
What's up,
all the
Joe?
time. And then where was the other one at? Was it?
The sidekicks had to be totally separate because they weren't allowed to sit with the veterans.
Yep.
Exactly. Because the sidekicks are sidekicks.
When we came in, Tuffy, it was a privilege to be in the sport of professional wrestling. Nowadays, the kids treat it like it's not a privilege, it's a given. They're handing out so many licenses to people that are untrained, that don't get any proper knowledge of what we do. And I think that's what's really slowly killing our business.
And one of my pet peeves is those that come in, they're blind, they only have 1 match, and they already call themselves professional wrestlers. No, they have to have at least wrestled longer, have at least had 100 or 200 something matches under the belt, and also, key word, learn what professionalism is to be a professional wrestler.
Right on. Professionalism is a big part of it. And a lot of times these youngsters nowadays come in and they'll say, "Oh, I've been in 2 years. I've been in 3 years." When Tuffy and I came in, and I think he'll back me up on this, they didn't care how long you'd been in, how many matches you had. If you hadn't had 500 matches, shut the hell up, sit the fuck down.
Exactly.
I don't care if you've been in 10, 20 years. If you hadn't had 500 matches, we don't want to hear from you. And now they think because they may have a year, 2 years in, they're out here calling the shots. To all you young guys and girls out there, you are subcontractors. I promoted and booked for a long time. And if a promoter or a booker brings you in and asks you to do something, I don't care what you're doing over at Joe Smo's place. If you come in and a promoter or a booker asks you to do something different than you're doing at Joe Schmo's place, then that's what you do, or you don't take his money.
Exactly.
You are a subcontractor. You come in and contract a booking from a company, and then they tell you what they need from you. If you can't do what they need, then you don't need to accept their money. You need to get in your car and go on back over to Joe Schmo's place to where they allow you to get away with that shit.
Exactly.
That's why I never got paid when I come to you. Because you never told me what to fucking do. I just don't want
Because you was just going around beating up everybody.
I mean, maybe they need to get beat up.
The occasional crossbody off the top rope, nothing too crazy.
Woo!
And see, that's what Austin Diamond gets too. I mean, look at him; he's already a champion. He took your advice. He's been learning more than all these young cats that think that they have more experience than him.
Well, it's like Tuffy Jr. and Bmoney here. Austin was born into this business. He watched Tuffy, he watched me, he watched Bear, he watched Al, he watched all these guys. Donnie Green, Tommy Green. He got to watch all these guys as Tuffy Jr. and Bmoney had got to do. They were fortunate. They had a step that most people didn't have. They had a little insight onto what was going on in the professional wrestling world because their fathers done that, and so they had that that inside knowledge that most everybody don't really get. So these guys are ahead of the game before they ever stepped into the ring.
Yeah, it's rolling out of the bed the next morning instead of getting up out.
That's exactly it. Being able to get in that car and drive 6 hours somewhere and be able to get out and stand up straight.
Yeah.
And now Tuffy Jr.'s got a head start. Once he gets inside the ring, none of those guys going to be ready for it.
I almost say you better watch out for my hand.
Exactly,
That's all I'm
because
gonna say.
I'm pretty sure that you got the same chop as that man right there.
So you use a lot of conditioner at your house too, huh?
I live next door. I don't live next. I don't live with him. I live
Oh.
next door.
Well, actually, Austin moved out too because I couldn't afford the conditioner.
You better watch
That's why
that hand
he's got
placement,
stock
buddy.
in it, so he can build his own stock back up.
yeah.
So the $1 million question everybody sitting at home wants to know: are you a Suave or a Jergens kind of guy? This guy right here, he's tough as nails, guys. Everybody at home knows this guy uses chalk just for some extra grip. How you doing?
That's right. That's right.
Damn right.
Exactly.
Tuffy, and I mean this, I really mean this, it does my heart good to look over across at these three young men to know that at least our sport has a chance.
But 3 can't change the sport that's turned to hell.
You're right. You're right, but it gives me hope looking at those three young men right there that possibly they can, maybe other young folks watching them, that it will grow. Can I get a piece of that? Woo-wee.
She does have some knockers.
Now scratch his nest.
But these three young men right here, it gives me a little bit of hope and a little bit of faith into what our business is.
This is the most wholesome sausage fest I think I've ever been a part of.
But I think that Bmoney's going to have a shot too. Once he gets out there, this man's already got Olympic background. He's a four-time state champion. So if he gets that ring, I feel like he's going to tear some of the shoulders out of the place. He's already done it before.
I got footage of that. Me ripping somebody's shoulder.
Hell yeah.
And and that's a great start, because that's where I started. I started wrestling in '79, and I wrestled in high school.
Where'd you go to high school and wrestle at?
I went to Holmes High School in Northern Kentucky.
Oh shit.
And so, I wrestled in high school. I wrestled in the Marine Corps, and then in '87, I got to train with an Olympic wrestler, and start training to be a professional wrestler.
Nice.
Now I didn't get to stay in because I had kids like young people do. So I got out and raised my first 2 children, and then I came back to the business. And quite honestly, it done me good, not only because of my collegiate background, but when I came in and I was young, just like a lot of young guys, I thought I was going to be the next Ric Flair, the next big thing. And getting out, raising my children, and coming back, it allowed me to grow, mentally. And so when I came back, I had a better career than I ever thought I could have starting out.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
your collegiate background is definitely going to come into play. If I may mention his name, I told the same thing to Carson Drake, because he too is a state wrestling champion, state of California. And if you use that discipline that, wrestling gives you, same as Tuffy Jr. being at the firehouse, that takes a certain discipline. And as I said earlier, it's 90% mental. And so if you've got that discipline, that's going to help you so much in the professional wrestling world.
Exactly. And I wish that people would know how to take a good vehicle slam, because if you're going to run into a vehicle and you slow down and grab the vehicle, people going to know what's up.
And
Take it like a man.
They're gonna know they're a pussy.
Exactly. Take it like a damn man.
Fucking do it, and not just because you want to do it. Make the storyline.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell that story, and don't half-ass it.
Because if they see you half-assing, they're not going to give a fuck. They're going to turn the channel. They're not going to be wanting to watch you. They're not going to be coming out there to see you wrestle. They're going to be like, I've seen all I want to see about this show. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
There are so many great sound bites that can come from this already. Johnny, I beg you, go through here and just get some clips, upload them with no context. Because
Yes,
this is
we're going
amazing.
to.
I'm having a blast over here.
Well, good. I got a good one for you. Where's the pisser at in this joint?
Well, you go outside
Anywhere
that
you
door,
want it to be tough.
You go all the way down the hallway, and to the left, there's the pisser.
You mean you don't have your diaper on?
No, I don't.
Oh, hell. Come on now, buddy. No, I'm hard. Wait a minute.
Oh, my goodness.
Pause.
Unrelated. Johnny, you got any
I'll
Jergens?
admit it, guys. I got a half chub growing, and I'm getting some honey packets.
All right.
Yeah, he likes those honey packs.
Luckily, I'm in camo, so nobody's going to see it at home.
Oh, Lord. Got
And he
Tuffy,
does wear camo when he's out there inside that ring.
got Tuffy on the big screen there showing his boobies.
But they get up that Austin Words is a tribute to Jay Briscoe, one of the best promo guys I've ever watched, because you feel like it. You feel like he's speaking from the heart, like that's who he is. I feel like that whenever I watch yours too. I feel like you're literally what you're saying.
I appreciate that, Johnny, because that's absolutely right. I truly believe that I am better than most people. I truly believe that when I go out here and see all the incestuous hicks of Indiana, that they are the scum of the earth. When I go to Tennessee, I make sure to let them know you cannot pay me in food stamps. When I go out here in West Virginia, which, by the way, has some of the highest incest rates in all of America, I let them know, hey, I don't have enough crowns to break this down for you, okay? I truly believe that Austin Diamond is the reflection of perfection, the apex of excellence, the guru of greatness, and the shaman of superiority.
That's right.
Because I am just that damn good. I'm the best damn thing since sliced bread, and that's just what it is. You don't have to like it, you don't have to love it, but you damn sure will respect it, and that's about all there is to say about it.
And that's what Tennessee felt when they heard the kendo stick around the world.
Hell yeah.
That was the
I
greatest
wasn't going
moment.
to drink tonight, but that got me fucking fired up.
Get you fired right up, though.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Shots around, baby. Shots all
Exactly.
around.
Hey, brother, Diamond's always got cash on him. We can go do shots right now and come
Right.
back.
And quite honestly, I'll tell you all right now, that's how Austin got his name. Because I drank so much, and this is a straight shoot, I drank so much wild turkey that in my day, Austin Nichols was the distiller. And so on one drunken night, I said, if I ever have another son, his name is going to be Austin. And there's proof in the pudding. So you all at Wild Turkey, send me the money, because I'm the one that should be getting the gratuities off of that.
I'm the damn
That's
namesake.
right.
What kind of shit is that? Sending him the check. Damn, least you could do is throw me some child support. I'm not it.
Yeah, well, checks in the mail.
But
Brother, I told you, the economy's getting me, Bob.
I knew that
Please.
you were going to be a star, because you start having your first match 2022, and you're already a world champion, which Rick Gunner's crying about still to this day.
You don't have to remind me, man. I can smell his breath from here.
That's true.
He will
I
have
think
his
we can all
opportunity.
smell it.
Rick Gunner will have his opportunity in December. D.P.W. is making their return to the arena, Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Yep.
And
Spring Street.
1416 Spring Street. Austin will be bringing the championship title, and Rick Gunner will be in the house. The cartel will be in the house, and all there is there an opportunity. Step up and let's get it on.
That's right. I mean, the Diamond Cartel is a powerhouse. You got Scott Diamond, Austin Diamond, Frank the Tank, J.R. Rock.
The madman from Furnace Mountain. And
Yes,
there's a reason
right.
they call him that, because he's a madman. He's got the best cardio ever in the business. And Tuffy's back in here with us, and he could tell you he's been around the block with Frank the Tank. He's been around the block with J.R. Rock. They are formidable opponents by far.
And I tell you what, seeing Frank the Tank that first time in New South, he looked like a tank. Like he said, that pole that
Sorry,
you
Tom.
see there.
What's going on, man?
Hey, look at Sean Johns.
Everybody?
Sean John's in the house.
I don't know where this hand's been, but this has been an interesting night already. So
Oh, snap. You all right,
Easy,
brother?
you'll pop a
Sean
hip.
came to
I
touch
think I did.
everybody. He came to touch everybody.
No,
don't underestimate
He
him.
heard us talking about the Diddy party earlier, and he rolled up. He's here
Yeah.
now.
Why you got to sit on the kendo stick for?
well, you know, what can you do?
This is his real daddy.
Oh, whatever. I'm scared to death of your daddy.
Yeah, so we heard earlier that you had a little chop battle with Tuffy. How'd
It
that
wasn't a
go?
battle.
Yeah, do you still got your nipples?
Yeah, but
mind if I get a squeeze? No, they're still there.
They're still there.
At least
I had a handprint on there for about 2 weeks afterwards.
I can believe it.
I'm the one that started it because I said something real. He asked, did I want to trade chops? And I said something real stupid. Sure thing, let's do it.
You know, I have to agree with you. That was a really stupid thing to do because, you know, Sean Johns, for those out there that don't know, we watched him grow up in the front row of the wrestling programs. And so you knew what Tuffy was about before you ever made that statement. So you probably should have rethought that.
Yeah, I did.
But Tuffy says that he was a perfect angel, that he never chopped nobody.
No,
it's not like him at all.
Okay.
I wouldn't hurt nobody.
Yeah, I've never known Tuffy to hurt nobody.
I'll put a broomstick over him.
Well, that may be true, but damn,
We've never fed anybody to Tuffy. That's not something that we would do.
I got fed to Tuffy. That's what I'm saying. Bull hockey.
And I'll tell you what, though, the best professional wrestler could 12 a broomstick. All you got to do is wrestle it, and the fans
Hey,
will
you
go
know
crazy
what to
for it. I mean, look at what
I know a guy
example.
that lost to a mop.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly. And look at Perry Saturn. He got a mop over.
I lost to a mop, I think, in 2013, and TJ Lightning jumped down and made the 3 count, held the mop up, and for 9 months they were calling me a housewife and laughing at me because I got beat by a mop.
9 months.
Well, there's some that still to this day
Will
say
do
that. But and that's what I was saying earlier, you know, Tuffy and I were over and we didn't have to pay nobody to put us over. It's your hard work that you put in. And if you can get over with a mop, you're doing something. I
Exactly.
mean, so that to me, that spoke volumes because the fans loved it. And really, wrestling events, that's what it's about. The fans' involvement and the fans loving it. Because if they're not involved and they don't love it, then what are you doing?
DJ Easy, Eric Montgomery said, "Sup, my good brothers."
Easy E, the one-time
what's up,
personal. He at one time was the personal DJ for the cartel. Wherever we would go, Easy E would go to and do all of our music and stuff.
Hell
Good guy.
yeah.
If you need a DJ, get a hold of Easy E, Eric Montgomery.
hey, Bobby Green said Uncle Tommy wants to call. What's the number?
Oh God.
No, hell yeah.
Tommy Green.
Hold up, Tommy Green. Let me get it hooked up. I'll put the number inside the chat.
Eric Montgomery has chimed in once more with "All hail the Diamond Cartel.
Yes,
Diamonds
yeah,
are
baby.
forever."
That's right.
Bang, baby.
There's the still shot, baby.
That's right. Diamonds are forever. Ain't nobody shining brighter than a diamond.
That's right, the hardest element known to
Oh, yeah,
woman.
here you hear it.
What do you think, Tom?
No, it's the chastity belt.
Oh, my goodness. You need to scoot on in here, Tuff, so
No,
they
I
can see you
don't.
on the screen.
Oh.
I'm not
Lord.
getting no closer to that damn mic.
This is the most I've ever heard that man talk. Just
I'm gonna
right
put
now.
the number
always let
into
his
the
actions
chat
do
now,
his-
guys. Send it to Tommy Green.
I want him to get in on his mic because you never
That
know what the
man.
hell's going to come out of
Talk.
that pie hole. Is.
Just
I'm gonna
right
put
now.
the
Oh no.
number
always let
into
his
the chat
actions do
now,
his-
guys.
Right.
What'd you do, Johnny?
I've got
Donnie
Bluetooth
said,
to it
"What's
now.
up, you old fuckers?"
What's
What
up,
do you
Johnny
say,
Green?
Donnie?
You old decrepit fucker.
Yeah, Donnie's another old decrepit fucker like us.
Archaic, some might say.
Yep.
Antiquated.
Now I got to say though, Donnie's been taking more vacations than Tuffy and I have this year, so I don't know.
That's true. He has been doing a lot of vacationing. Hey, we had them in here for Spooktacular. You remember that?
Yeah.
We actually did some spellcraft.
Was that like?
Was it Donnie and Bear came in?
Nope, it was Donnie and his wife Jessica.
Donnie and Jessica came in.
Yep, they said Jessica sit right there, Donnie sit right there. Jessica and us, we actually created some spellcraft jars, protecting our house, helping his mental state.
Help me money mental state.
I need it sometimes. You
Oh,
know, Johnny
goodness.
always with the blow and the midget hookers, dude.
Hey, come on now.
Hey.
You know you like that.
You like him little ball heads?
Sometimes you just gotta know when to stop, man.
Bridget the midget, baby.
I
Yeah.
can't stop, man. The Donkey Show.
Hey,
Tijuana.
this is a true story. I was at a show in Indiana one time,
I knew we were taking this to Ginger.
and well, we can't mention no names, but there was a midget being passed around in the locker
Little
room.
person.
And when they came to me, I was like, "Yeah, nah, she coming up a little too short for me."
That's little person. You can't say midget no more. It's
Oh,
politically
oh.
incorrect.
Well, I'm politically incorrect.
Leon Lexington wants to know, Donnie Green, what brand of spirit box did y'all have? And he also said, Donnie Green said, I married a Mexican witch lady.
Well, I married a Mexican, but she ain't rich. Hell, can't even cook.
For those that want to call in, it's 859-684-9535.
That's Johnny's actual number. Now he's going to get calls at all hours of the night.
I have had some weird calls from my cousin Nicholas.
Especially from midgets.
Well, he was worried about Cam. I didn't know he's friends with Cam.
Midget
I didn't
hookers,
either.
Latinas, this is going all over the place.
He's also dating, well, I don't know if he's dating, but
Oh.
he's in pictures with Chris Blade's cousin Destiny.
Well,
Well,
isn't she like 15?
Oh, yeah.
No, she's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. I
No,
thought
she
she
just
was-
turned 19.
Oh, really? Okay.
that's a
Yep.
dangerous subject.
I was wrong on the age, y'all. I'm sorry.
Brother, good God. This
We
is
got Party Man Cam tuning in.
What? Somebody's
bad timing. Bad timing. Leave the chat and come back later. Good God.
Yeah, it's 18 and older, folks. 18 and older.
Yes.
Okay.
She just turned 19.
What's up, Party Man Cam?
I'm legal now. How you doing?
Hey, Pops. That's what he said.
Hey, Cam.
I
Glad
bet
you're
he,
watching in.
I bet he remembers when you knocked him out that night, though.
I just ran up
Yeah.
on him at the mall the other day. His things would happen.
Did you knock him out as well?
I pinned him up on a wall and took his money, actually.
He deserved
He
it.
had money?
Only $2.
Wow.
But hey, I walked away with $2. How you doing?
Hey,
Hey, puts new meaning to $2 whore.
Hey, Johnny, were you saying something about cousins a minute ago? Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But you know what they
oh,
say.
don't.
Tennessee
John, nice.
Tennessee
No,
has the biggest hicks around because, man, that Joe Smo's family was all about Joe Smo after that kendo stick, though.
You know,
That's the fun.
it's. Do you really call it a family if your family tree goes to a point?
Family tree doesn't fork.
Yeah, and it doesn't work. I mean, is that family or is that like?
Therefore,
what do you call that?
Exactly. What do you call
already
that?
getting the calls.
Oh, we're getting
Oh,
call. Hello.
Yeah, Bo. Tommy Green in the house.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, there's the old man. Tommy. Green.
Yeah, what's up, Scotty?
Lord.
What do you say, Tommy? I got Tuffy here with me too, man. It's gonna be an old man.
Yeah, I know. 2 week Tuffy.
2-week Tuffy.
Yeah, but I didn't have
right.
to. I didn't have to use the
You old
damn
cop.
so
You don't chop me, by God.
By God.
You don't chop my big ass. Now go.
Donnie said we got another old fucker.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He said
Yeah.
that.
Hey, there's one thing about it. You won't never see a green in a ring with 2 people. That's the butchers and a damn snake. Huh?
No snake. No snake.
And no choppers.
Hey, Tommy, we were talking earlier, and I was telling the kids, you know, these 3 young men that are getting into the business. At one time, Am I correct? Didn't you used to tag with Boogie?
That's where I learned to train was with Boogie. That's where I got my final training with.
Because
Yeah.
I remember at one point, J.R. Rock and I tagged against you and Boogie at WCCW years and years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. That was over in Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Jimmy. We rock the house, don't we?
Yeah, man.
We have a blast doing it too, right?
Oh, you already know.
But you can't keep them laughing every time I'm in the ring. Why?
Because you kept saying shit, and they'd say, you can't say that. You're not allowed to say shit in Kentucky. And you'd say, well,
My
shit.
bad. Yeah,
And it was like, well, shit.
They're like, you can't be saying that at a kid show.
what?
Bmoney, we can't be playing footsie live on air. All right, you just save that for later, there, champ.
Hey, as long as you keep your socks on, it's not considered queer.
Can we say that on air?
He
Yeah.
just did.
He just
Can't
did.
argue with that
It's
one.
better
All
than
right.
saying faggot.
Oh my God.
See, that's why you can't give Tuffy a mic. You don't know what the hell's going to come out of
That's
that file.
No, you don't give him a mic. Never give Tuffy a mic. He always stutters.
But he always backed it up with his chops.
There's actions.
No, he ain't chopping my big ass.
He said you ain't chopping his big ass.
Oh, hell no, we ain't got enough ventilation in the damn building to get that fucking rust off his old ass.
You better get your ass back on. You better get on back where you back in them heels.
We can't even get him to come on camera, Tommy.
Now I see why, Scotty.
What'd he say?
He says, I see why.
He said, I see why, Scotty.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, we need to do that one night. We need to get all the old guys up here.
Yes.
Scotty, that ain't a big enough room. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I can tell you, that's the truth. The room is not big enough. We'll have to knock this petition out right here and make the room bigger.
That's what we've been saying.
Right?
Need to knock down that wall right there and make this room bigger.
Yeah.
So we can fit a whole cast of people.
Hell yeah.
Because
We'll bring the old school back, right, Scotty?
you already know, Tommy, and I'll tell you what, you'll hear stories unlike stories you've ever heard before.
Exactly.
I got some stories. I've told a few on there.
And we've been enjoying the NWA guys coming on here. They've been telling a lot of great stories.
I wasn't all NWA. I was CWA.
Yep.
Terry, Scotty knows them.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Santa Claus. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
I can name a few of them.
UWF,
UWF, yep.
and they're with Cousin Jed when he had USWF.
Yep, yep. Oh, hillbilly. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, the old hillbilly. We
Yeah,
had
man.
a lot of great old companies.
We had a lot of fun too, right? But we couldn't keep you smiling every damn time I come in there.
We got a question from Bobby Green. He
Uh-oh.
said, Diamond and Tuffy, I want to know why the kids want to get into the business.
Yeah, you know, that's
They don't
a good
listen like
question.
their mothers.
Well,
I mean, I already spent my whole life on the road. Why stop now, right?
You can call in Chris Blade after Tommy Green is done.
Hey, I'll back out of here so other people can get in there and call.
You the man, though, Tommy.
Hey,
Stories,
love y'all.
good talking to you, Tommy.
stories of
Right.
aspirin, Geritol, and diapers. We love it.
That's right.
And we're still tougher than any of these young sons of bitches coming down the pike.
And they need to learn fucking ring psychology, because I can't tell you how much I hate today's non-existent ring psychology, because every time I see a guy look at the referee when they're counting, I want to slap the fuck out of the guy that's looking at the referee. I'm like, can you not hear what the referee's doing? Because during my match, I could hear Sean counting. So how the heck are they not hearing the referee counting?
If you don't listen, you don't kick out, you get pinned.
Oh,
That's
wait.
the bottom line.
Yep.
That's on you.
Exactly. It looks like Leon Lexington's trying to call in. Hold up, that's another one right there that's a listener too. Let me call him.
Leon, answer that question. I'll let you go.
Please leave your message for 85.
They want to know why you three young men want to go into the business.
Yep.
Chasing legacies, man. There's something about like that's never sat right with me. You know, ever. I don't know. It's like it just feels like something I have to do. It doesn't. It's not something I just want to do, but there's a feeling that's not satisfied.
So you got that
If I don't.
desire.
Yeah.
How about you, Tuffy?
So just like what Bmoney was saying, you know how you guys retire and stuff. There's a piece to the puzzle that's missing.
Yo.
We got Leon Lexington calling in.
We're that piece.
Gang, buddy.
That piece into that puzzle and carry it on.
You know, and you use a great analogy because I always said that wrestling is a puzzle. And with one piece missing, that it's not a complete
Exactly.
picture.
Yep.
And so that's a great analogy. And so now, we heard B-Money, we heard Tuffy. So we'll pass it on over to you, Austin.
Here we are. We've got looks to kill and a lineage that will. It's one thing to have big shoes to fill, and it's another thing to have ruts left at the top of the mountain for you. To say that that's pressure would be a vast understatement. It's not only, just something that we can do. It's not a possible avenue. I feel that it's more a responsibility of ours to take that and build on it further. You gave us a hell of a foundation. How could we then turn away and leave it there sitting? That to me is food left on the table. That's money left on the table. It feels unjust to walk away from something that feels so right.
Exactly.
I think the three of you has answered it superbly.
You can tell he's a
Hey,
it's just long-winded.
You're saying Leon?
He cut it in
I got a question for Scott Diamond.
Now you can go
Got a
wash
question.
your hands because you had the son of a bitch roll on your palm.
Hey, Scott.
Bro,
Leon
let me
Lexington
tell you,
has a question
these
for
hands
you.
have so much moisture in them, you can't get ink to stick, let me tell you.
Yes, Leon.
So earlier you said that you lost to a broom. How do you feel about the new age wrestlers wrestling sex dolls in the Invisible Man?
Hey, I'm all down.
Invisible Man whip my ass all the time.
The Invisible Man.
Because in my opinion, the Invisible Man is a disrespectful sport. In my opinion.
Well, I definitely appreciate your opinion. We respect your opinion. But and I learned this from Boogie. It says wrestling on the marquee, but it's also about entertainment. And if you can give good family entertainment by wrestling the Invisible Man, then I'm all for that. Now, the sex doll, on the other hand, there's so many gimmicks out there that you can use. And again, I lost to a mop.
Yep.
But to bring in a sex doll, that to me is a little perverse. And, children are the foundation. I don't care who drives. The children bring the adults to the wrestling events. It's not the other way around. So when you go out there with a sex doll, I think that's a little bit crossing the line. Some people will disagree with me. This is just my opinion. But to use a broom, to use a mop, to use the Invisible Man, I'm for all of that. Ric Flair used his coat a lot. He used the chair a lot. How many times you seen Ric Flair take a knee or an elbow and drop it on his coat or a chair? So I'm all for someone using a gimmick. But to bring a sex doll into a venue that has patrons that are under 18, I think that's a little far-fetched. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with them using other gimmicks and other props.
Also,
I never-
it was used inside the 70s.
I had never heard that opinion on the Invisible Man before, so that definitely opened my eyes to it.
Well, again, I respect your opinion, Leon. I certainly do. But
But I agree with you on this sex doll thing. They should not be using that.
they shouldn't use the sex doll because it's using parts that shouldn't be seen by
Yep.
children under 18.
And I didn't like the thing that Joey Ryan was doing either.
But the big thing for me, Leon, is I want the fans to be involved. I want them to be entertained. And as Tuffy just said, he wrestled the Invisible Man many times. And if you can do that in an entertaining fashion and the people are enjoying it, then I'm all for it.
And that was something that was done inside the 70s too, the Invisible Man. like Joe Hinton brought up over here, he said they did the Invisible Man in the 70s as well.
Well, you know, Tommy,
Yeah,
Tommy Chong.
Yeah, you definitely.
Tommy
You can go
Chong,
ahead. Sorry.
Tommy Chong used that in one of the Cheech and Chong movies. He done a little wrestling skit where he wrestled the Invisible Man, and I'll tell you, Cheech and Chong made a hell of a lot more money than I ever did wrestling the Invisible Man. How about you, Tuffy?
Yep. After me damn bruises and
What's up, Leon?
What up, Bmoney?
What's going
Beach
on,
money?
brother?
Not shit. Just chilling. It wasn't raining. I could go smoke me a cigarette. I'm sipping on some Maker's Mark right now. You know, it's getting lit. Getting lit.
Hell yeah.
Take a shot for old Scott Diamond.
That's right.
Oh, definitely. I had to mix it with some sweet tea. You know, the country boy drink.
Oh, and Leon, the spirit box that his wife uses. Let me find it again.
Yeah, my wife is a crazy bitch. She wants to talk to ghosts and shit.
It's the PSB 7 Pro Spirit Box.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her one. I'd rather my wife talk to ghosts than talk to me. So it's all good.
Here's a man that's been married for a while.
Ryan Mosley said, "This is a room I should be in right now, because the Diamond Cartel is inside the house."
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah,
How you doing, my friend?
And not only is the Diamond Cartel inside the house, but you got Tuffy and you got Tuffy Jr. as well. And that's
Right,
a
hey,
badass roster right there.
I'm a nobody.
And like Tuffy and I, we've had our time in the sun. We're just here putting over Bmoney, Tuffy Jr., and Austin Diamond, because they are the three young men that's going to carry this to the next step. You know, they're going to take it to the next level.
You know, to revisit the question that was asked earlier as far as why we want to get in the business. You know, growing up, Pop spent a lot of time on the road. We didn't have too much to bond over, but there were just a couple of select things, as everybody can see. You know, he's a little bit older than me. He's been around, as he just said. He's had his time in the sun. So a couple of the things that we were able to bond over is our shared love for wrestling, you know. And one other thing is, by the time I came out of diapers, he was going back into diapers so we could save, you know, buying a bulk sale.
Right, you know.
And you've been already proven that you're a star.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, I've been
he's
following
a
your
champion
journey.
right now. Look at him.
Undefeated.
Exactly.
You know, you guys are going to find out what Tuffy and I have already learned. You're going to be a lot of sacrifices. You're going to miss Christmases. You're going to miss birthdays. You're going to miss, you know, anniversaries. Thanksgiving. Hell, I worked Thanksgiving and Christmas for many, many years. But if you love something, and as Tuffy Jr. was saying earlier, you know, he has the desire, you got to make sacrifices. And although you may not, you don't want to miss the time with your family and your children, when you have a career, you got to do what you got to do to be the best at what you're doing. And so, you know, you're going to find out, and I think you're all three able to do this. You're going to find out that the sacrifices that you make are going to be well worth it. They are.
Exactly. Because that's what professional wrestling is.
That's right. You know, it's a love and a desire for something that you want to do. And, you know, again, with whatever the job is that you do, even with the firefighting, you have to make sacrifices. You can't be at home all the time when you want to. You have to be there. And again, I commend you. You're putting your life on the line, which shows how mature you really are.
Now, Bobby Green, to answer your question, Donnie Green did tell Bmoney that if he wants to get into the business, Donnie Green will personally train Bmoney so he knows how to do it right. And Tuffy Jr., who would be training you?
I guess I got two people in mind. Well, of course, old Pops. And I guess I can let old Bobby.
Well, I'll tell you, the Greens made a lot of money in Kentucky.
Yes, they did.
That's true.
They certainly did.
But there is one other person that I would love to train me. It's Vic the Bruiser.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Vic he's done a lot too in the business. You know, he's a great veteran of our sport. Your dad and I
Exactly.
both had many, many go rounds with Vic the Bruiser, and you really couldn't pick anybody any better.
And have him inside the studio just a year ago. He was the most politest person that I ever seen, because he came in and he's like, is he quiet? But then as soon as we started, he just like that,
It was Vic.
the flicker
light
went off, and
came
he
on.
start talking more, and turns out that he loves comic books just as much as any of us.
Look, he is soft spoken when he needs to be.
Yep.
But let me tell you, when he gets into the trenches, he's the guy you want on your side.
Yep. And he fought that man right there. We actually watched his match a couple weeks back when Dizzle was sitting right here and I'm sitting right here. We turn on TV and there he is, Tuffy versus Vic the Bruiser.
I think
was
we
one
had
of
you and
many.
Vic in Frankfurt at one time, didn't we?
Was going to, then COVID hit and he got
Yeah.
banned.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Hey, Johnny. I'm about to get off here.
All right, brother.
But,
Hey, Leon.
I just
hang
wanna
loose,
ask-
brother.
yeah, I just want to add, when y'all was talking about the bond of pro wrestling, that's like, to me, the most beautiful thing about it. Doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, old, young, doesn't matter. If you can bond over something like pro wrestling, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
Sure
sir.
is.
You're so right, Leon. You're so right.
And
Before you
it
get off here,
it
Leon,
speaks
like,
volumes. It speaks volumes because you don't a person that doesn't even speak the language could watch wrestling and understand what's going on just by if your body movements are good, if your facials are good, it doesn't matter. Like, it transcends words and everything. It's just about the storytelling. That's one thing I think the art of the game has been lost, is just the storytelling of it all. Like, I got into wrestling because it was like I'd watch the novellas and the soap operas with my mom, and then my dad put me on to wrestling, and I was like, it's the same fucking thing, just amped up to 1,000.
Right.
And that's where I hope for the next 10 to 20 years that wrestling goes back to, is more story based. The in ring is always great, but when you can captivate an audience off the story, it's better than any movie, any video game, any book. It's like watching a live action play. It's one of the most beautiful things, in my opinion.
Sure is.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Hit the nail on the head.
But I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a great time.
You too,
All right,
brother.
Leon, hang loose.
all right,
Yep.
Leon.
That was Leon Lexington there, buddy. And he's right. There's no other medium like professional wrestling.
There's not.
Like, it brings people together, even people that may not have been talking to each other, but as soon as they see wrestling, they're opening up to each other.
Who's next on the chopping block? Come on.
That's right. Who's next?
Dear God, that's a paragraph.
All right, Tuffy, I'm going to take your lead.
It's
man. I'm gonna-
not Bobby Green.
Chris Blade,
Of
you
course
want
it
to
is.
call in, so call in, brother.
Grandpa's
Wait a
splatter's about to splatter.
Was it talking about Tuffy
Wait
and
a
Vic
minute.
training you?
You
I
are
don't
talking
know.
about
If I-
Tuffy and Vic training you. I don't know if I could hold up the them two.
I can show you how to piss people off, but them two guys can work circles around me.
Hey, Tough.
Oh, look,
There's
it's
an
Mama
open chair.
Steele.
Mama Steel.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Joyce.
Tough. There's an open chair.
I'm not getting close to that damn mic. Fuck
Come
that
on!
Come
It's
on.
tempting, ain't it? It's
Come on,
tempting.
Tough. You's already over her.
No, I'm not
It's
doing
say
that.
Tuffy, 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 Tuffy.
Tuffy.
He just flipped off like an inanimate object.
Hell
mic. It's that
yeah.
invisible man sitting there.
That's real heat.
Yeah, the
Hell
invisible
yeah.
man's trying to tempt them.
Right back to the carny days,
Them
baby.
beers are hotter than a two-pack of Billy Goat in here.
Let me tell
So
you,
warm.
hit the nail on the head, brother.
It's hotter than two fat women sitting in the back of an El Camino fighting over a bucket of chicken.
Exactly.
Hey, Tough, when you were training, didn't you use the Invisible Man, like one person having a match with an invisible, like no fans, but just
It's like earlier in the podcast earlier. You know, the best advice I could give these two gentlemen across from me, is to learn the basics. Learn how to protect yourself and
Yeah.
grow from that. If you learn how to protect yourself, you and the Invisible Man can have a hell of a match.
Rimo said, nah, you can't steal Scott's chair.
Now, Pop, I just got to know
Hell
you can't.
no, his damn depends leaked all over the son of a bitch.
Yeah, you know, Duff brings up a valid point, Pop. You came back awful quick. Did you make it all the way to the bathroom?
You mean it wasn't that can outside the door?
Oh, hell.
Oh, God.
well, hey,
It's not lemonade out there, boys.
That was my Pepsi.
Damn it, Bobby!
Well, now it's Pepsi with lemon flavor.
Well, on the bright side, it's Pepsi, so it's not like it could get any worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my goodness.
But it's true. Professional wrestling has some of the best storytelling, and I wish that today's generation would understand. Try to make it mean something. That's what's been forgotten. It has to mean something.
Ryan Mosley said, I dare you to go drink it.
$20. Hey, for $20, I will drink
Hey,
it.
20 bucks is 20 bucks.
20 bucks.
Hey,
is 20
That's
bucks.
true.
Hell, that's more than a payoff.
Hot dog and a handshake.
By about $18.
Boiled hot dog.
And sometimes you don't even get the
Ball
handshake.
dog, chili dog.
with no hot dog, just chili and bun.
Yeah, just chili in a bun. There's no meat.
My favorite
That's right.
payout that I ever got was
I seen Mall Dog the other day, actually, at Town and Country.
Dude, fucking episode.
gentlemen, I'm really curious as to your answers on this one. My favorite payout that I've ever gotten was I got 2 boiled hot dogs with a stale bun and a warm Diet Mountain Dew.
You sure it was Diet Mountain Dew? You sure it wasn't your daddy's piss can in the back?
Oh, that only hope.
I've been known to use a bottle or two.
Gentlemen, what are some of the best payouts that you all have gotten?
Wow.
Back in the day, you was lucky to get a payoff.
We ain't talking money here, cowboy. You know, I'm sure we've talked a DVD or two, but
I think my favorite was always, well, brother, we had money set aside for you, but somebody stole the box.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Well, hold on. Let me go out to the truck. It's out in the truck. I'll be back here in 5 minutes. Let me go out there and get it. No, you don't see it.
And then they don't never return.
Yeah.
You know? I thought my wife already paid you.
Yeah, I've heard that one. I've
You know?
heard other people saying that.
They didn't even give you a hot dog or a handshake after they
Nothing.
stiffed you?
Nothing.
Not even a reach around.
well, sometimes
Not
you
even
did
a
get
reach around.
stiffed, but well, I guess we can't talk about that on air.
No, that was on the ride home.
Right, how you doing?
When I seen the midget on the side of the road.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. Well, it's now the part where we start letting Tuff and Old Man here talk about little blue pills and whatnot, or
Blue Chew.
Blue pill.
Look, I'm telling you, we're not there yet. and I can tell you this. We're so good at what we do, that's why you 3 boys are here.
let me tell you, this old man's got 3 kids, couldn't back out of a driveway.
That's right.
That's why you got here, because he stayed forward.
How you doing?
The trucker method never worked for me.
Ryan Mode said nowadays it probably I'll cash app you.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Well, $ Diamond Deluxe 06, I'll be waiting.
That's right.
I know what Cash App is, but I don't have it and wouldn't know how to use it if I did have it.
That's what she said.
How you doing?
Wouldn't know how to use it if I had it.
Now, what would y'all say would be the worst payoff that y'all have ever had?
My 2 boiled hot dogs with a stale bun and a warm
Yep.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Yours was always the worst.
My worst, I drove all the way to Tennessee, and they said, hell, man, Scott Diamond, don't just bring the cartel. Bring 2 carloads. We've got a big event in Tennessee. I said, now look, this is the money that we need, because, that's one thing nobody wants to talk about is the money. So that's the thing that I try to talk up front.
Yep.
And
I told you checks in the mail, Tuffy. Mail's running a little slow. It's 6 years behind.
Cash it fast.
He's just going
He
all
perked up
on
fast on
express.
that.
So I get 2 carloads together. We drive all the way to Tennessee. Wind up, I work with 2 kids that I never knew before. The one kid was a good kid. He was about 6'4", about 350 pounds. The other kid was about 4'4" and weighed about 200 pounds.
Ain't no way he weighed 200 pounds
Okay, 160.
with rocks in
And-
his pockets.
And the 160-pound kid was telling me all the stuff that he was going to do to the 300-pound kid. And my favorite thing, you love this too, Tuffy. I've seen you do it. Listen to him and listen to him and listen to him until he told this big old story what he was going to do to this big old guy, which he could never have done. And I said, okay, well, we're not going to do any of that. And so after this dismal match, the guy didn't listen to anything. So the guy that was working with me, he come out of the ring and said, Mr. Diamond, what do we do? And I said, break his fucking arm.
Yep.
Fucking break his
Straight
fucking arm.
shoot.
And that is a straight shoot. So he jumps in the ring. He tells the guy what to do, and the guy don't listen. So he straight shoot is breaking his fucking arm. And I'm telling the ref, just call the match, or this guy's gonna have a broken arm.
That's right.
So both carloads, we basically made up the entire card, honestly. And so we get
It
done.
was us versus the state of Tennessee.
Right. Especially after that, because I hit the guy over the head with a beer bottle at the end of it.
Oops.
And so the promoter's wife, she's cussing me and everything because I done busted this guy open that wouldn't listen. I busted him open with a beer bottle.
Yep.
And so we're waiting around, and there's about 10 of us. And finally, I go to the promoter, him, not her, because she was already mad. I busted this guy up with this beer bottle. And I said, dude, where's our pay? Oh, brother, man, our mom just died, and we're going to use this to bury her. What the fuck? Did she die during the event? I mean, because yesterday we agreed on some money, and today all of a sudden your mom died, and so all the money's going to bury her ass. Well, fucking throw her out in the backyard. It's Tennessee. Give me my fucking money.
They had to afford the piano case.
So, yeah, because she ate 3 kids before she died.
Yeah.
Oh, God. For me, that was my worst payoff, because here you got, and not just for yourself,
This is
because
the most fun I've ever had
because
on this
I've
podcast.
taken all these other guys and girls down there with me, and it's either, which, I mean, on a serious note, I paid a lot of people out of my pocket back in the day. Because the promoter or the booker would be sketchy, and if they came with me, I wanted to make sure they got at least gas money. So for me, because I had to tell those other guys, look, they just stiffed us because old dude's mom died 3 times this week, and so they're going to bury her for the 6th time, and they're not going to pay us.
Yeah.
And so that was my worst payout, I feel like, because it wasn't just about me. It was about the 2 carloads that came with me. They got stiffed as well.
And Ramo has a question for you, Austin Diamond. He said, Austin, what is your most interesting fan interaction you've ever had?
God. Here goes the Ricky Morton story again.
The funny part is he's really not wrong. And he doesn't know where I'm going with this, but he's really not wrong. I've signed some autographs that I can't talk about on camera. But that aside, pumping gas and then having somebody run up to take a picture with you comes to mind. Let's see here. Making the fat lady cry and leave the show back in August comes to mind because, what the hell did she say? She said something about my mother, and then she started crying because her mom was dead. I was like, all right.
And the truth was, he didn't say nothing about her mother. He's like, do you kiss your brother with that mouth?
Yeah.
And so apparently she did because he told me about her mother.
Yeah, her family tree was a wreath, and I guess that hit close to home.
Way to expose herself.
Yeah,
yeah, she exposed herself.
That's up there. Thank God she didn't expose herself. That was nasty. Let's see. I think I hit 2 of the good ones. You following us to McDonald's comes to mind.
I thought I was going to have to shoot somebody that night. They come. We were leaving UWF out here one night. God, it's probably 10 or 12 years ago. And so they come barreling up on us. These people went behind us. And they were just riding their bumper, and I thought, well, I done pissed somebody off and they want to fight.
Yeah.
But Tuffy will tell you, anybody that's traveled with me, they know I carry Jake. And Jake is a badass pistol that will, hell, I could beat you up. I don't have to shoot you. I can just beat you up with it.
Exactly.
And I think Maria spoke about that one night when she was here with Max.
Yep, she did.
And so I tell him and the wife, I said, well, I'm going to pull over here in the McDonald's parking lot, and I guess I had to kill a couple of people. And when we pull over into the parking lot and I jump out with this pistol, these 2 guys and this girl jumps out and goes, can we get a picture? Well, you almost got one in the paper.
Yeah, right. Hell yeah. Pop, if I could steal another one of yours, 9 guys and a buck knife comes to mind.
Hey, buck knife my ass. That son of a bitch was like Jim Bowie style. Down there in Harlan, you know how them crazy bastards are. And so the security comes, and of course, down there in Harlan, they had that cage in the back. And so I always parked the Lincoln back in the cage so they wouldn't bottle my windows and shit. And security comes over and says, that guy that you told his old lady that she was on some Perk 30s, him and about 8 of his buddies are at the front door, and they got a Bowie knife about, 14, 15 inches long.
Yep.
And so I pulled my blazer back, and I got that 44 Magnum on my hip. And I said, you go out there and tell them dumbass hillbillies, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Scared the security so bad, he went and hid his damn self.
You can't even rely on a security guard that's going to hide.
Oh, my God.
Look, the girl was tougher than all 9 of the guys that were out there. Of course, though, she was on perk 30s.
Well, naturally.
That's true. Perk 30s make you strong.
Look, Larry D and I was down there in Harley one night. He told him there was a mom and a daughter there. And he told them that, and both them bitches came over the rail on Larry D.
I'd lay down with a man before I'd lay down with you, honey.
Was you out there in Georgetown that night at UWF when he told that Mexican girl that? Larry, the girl was giving him hell. You know, she had about 9 kids with her anyway. And so she's giving him hell, and Larry looked at her and said, I'd lay down with a man before I'd lay down with you. And you know they had the tables around the thing. This bitch jumped on the table and leaped out after him. Pork chop caught her in midair.
Oh, pork chop.
He's in, you know, keep him in your thoughts. He's in bad shape in Louisville right now. He's in a coma.
Prayers for him.
But
Let's see, can we talk about underwear? Can we tell that story?
oh God, Bobby Blade probably already told that story, didn't he?
Oh, he has.
One guy wanted.
I remember that.
Oh, he didn't
What
just
was-
want to.
He's on.
He didn't just want to.
He actually gave Bobby $5. Bobby went into the locker room, dropped trowel, pulled his fucking bloomers off, went back out there, and the guy literally gave him $5 for his underwear.
Yes,
A
Bobby told
guy.
that story.
A
Bobby
guy.
Told, yeah, Bobby
Yeah.
told that story.
Hey, at least he made $5 from it.
Well, that's because the underwear came with instructions, yellow in the front, brown in the back.
Bobby Blade is a historic OnlyFans model.
It's
That's
true.
Yeah.
Bobby Blade.
He was the original OnlyFans
He was
model.
Belle Delphine before it was cool.
Yeah,
Right.
good old Bobby Blade. Oh, Tuffy's probably got a Bobby Blade story, I'm sure, too.
Hey, do you, brother?
I'm over in the car. I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Well, Junior, you better get him home. It's after his bedtime.
I'm the one that drove his ass here.
Hell yeah.
Rimo said he needs to hear some WCCW stories.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Where do you start there?
I only worked down there a couple of times. When I
Was
was
that-
down there, I worked with Cody.
Was that Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Cody Matthews. Well, he was the one
always
we were
in
talking about, teasing about. They won the tag team straps, him and Skyfire, and then was hard up for some beer money and went and pawned the son of the bitches.
I heard that story.
That's a true story.
Yeah, no,
Santa had to go. He found out where the pawn shop was, and Santa went back and got him out of the pawn.
Hell yeah.
They pawned him for beer money. Sure did.
I mean, makes sense to me.
Now it makes sense why. Cody Matthews got his head put through that windshield.
Yeah, JR and I, we waited on him one day, and he crossed us. And so we knew he went to the gym every day at noon. Probably don't anymore, but so we waited outside of his house.
That explains
You know, that's why you should never let people know. See, like, I've known Tuffy for years, but I don't know where he lives, and he ain't going to tell me. We waited outside Cody Matthews' house, and when he came out to go to the gym that day, we just jumped his ass. I throwed him up on the hood of his own Jeep, and JR's like, you know, JR Rock,
Yeah.
well, that's a prime. Yeah, let's do this. He jumped up on the damn Jeep. DDT's him through the fucking windshield, and I said, JR, we better get the fuck out of here before the police get here.
Hell of a day.
And
that
went from a
was.
regular beat down to you gotta get out of there before the cops come.
Well, the good thing it was Cody's Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a straight shoot, too.
He had it coming though.
Yeah, JR, he's
On
like,
Cody, he didn't have insurance neither, so
oh, you know he
Hell
did.
yeah.
He probably didn't.
About
That's
$200 worth of scrap metal sitting right there. Huh?
That's right.
Cut your
R.I.P.
losses.
Santa.
God, we had a lot of, you know, at Wildcat Championship Wrestling, that's where the first Scott Diamond Bash was, January 26th of 2013.
Nice.
And again, it was Black Rain's conception. He's the one who
Hey,
came up with the
Taylor.
idea. But we had some bad times there. I started a riot there.
As one does.
Hey,
Yeah, you were probably there, Sean.
I think I was.
There was a pedophile. There was actually 2 pedophiles in the second
Can't
row.
say that in wrestling.
And there's one thing that I despise is people that fuck with children and fuck with old people.
Same.
And I'm here to tell you, if I see you in the parking lot, you're going to have a bad fucking day.
Zach.
And so that's what I told these 2 fags, or pardon me, these 2 pedophiles.
God damn it.
See, Tuffy, what you've done to me?
Don't blame it on me.
Dang it, Tuffy.
You said pedophile, you
Come
said
on,
queer,
Dylan.
you
Go
said
ahead.
gay,
Time
you
to go
said
to lunch.
midgets.
He just ruined my chances of getting signed.
Fuck.
They were
That's why I thought
pedophiles.
these two fags.
And so,
God damn.
you know, because I had friends on the sheriff's department, and so they had showed me these two guys who were on the register, and I just felt like these people should not be around where children are.
Yep.
And so
Y'all three leaving? What the hell?
I pointed it out. We run them off, Tuffy.
They got scared.
Three.
See, it goes to show you, this younger generation can't hold with us old fuckers.
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah, Cold Diet Mountain Dew.
Lucky fella Cold Diet Mountain Dew.
But when I called them out,
Big Money's got his boiled eggs in his pants.
when we called them out, the powers that be there didn't like that, and so
I hate that.
they got deterred, and they tried to tell me that I shouldn't be calling them out, and that they had been to jail and they'd paid their debt to society.
No, they haven't.
Bullshit.
Which I totally disagree, because you don't pay your debt for something like that, because those children that you hurt, they'll carry that scar the rest of their life. Not the rest of your life, but the rest of their life.
Yep.
So I called them out, and a riot broke out, and 2 Lawrenceburg cops chased me out of WCCW. And when I got across the bridge into Versailles, there was 2 of them waiting, 2 Versailles cops waiting on me in my driveway.
It now seems like a good time to plug some merch after that. Levi Motionless has some shirts that everybody should go check out that say, "Stab your local pedophile." And I just wanted to go ahead and let everybody know, go pay him some money, get yourself a nice shirt.
That's right.
I agree with you on that.
Hey, we actually got a hat inside there that says "Kill your local pedophile."
Kill them.
Yeah, because
Hell yeah.
there's some days, there's just some things that are not acceptable. And,
No.
these venues that we do, they're for adults, but they're for children as well.
Yep.
And I'm saying anybody under 18, they shouldn't be exposed to that.
No.
Nobody should be exposed to that. And so, for when folks like that come around to these events, I think it's every wrestler's job, every promoter's job, every booker's job to out them and keep them from our venues, because that's money we don't need.
Exactly. And like Joe Hinton said, you're his hero, Scott.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man.
People like that don't belong anywhere near the
Sammy
wrestling
Cortez, my unofficially adopted daughter. What's up, kiddo?
Andy's going to be pissed, guys. We haven't said anything wrong on here, but the media's not going to like this one. We just tanked the
I've got a
podcast.
question.
Hey, that's okay.
We're supposed to be here talking about wrestling and stuff like that. What office are you running for? You just want to give one hell of a speech.
Aren't you a president yet?
Stab your local pedophile,
And if
ladies
I'm
and gentlemen.
elected, I'm telling you, if I'm elected, Tuffy will be my running mate.
That's right. A good running.
Scott
mate.
Diamond for president, Tuffy for vice president.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
We'll clean this place up, man.
That's right.
I'm going to run for governor, and he's going to run with me as lieutenant governor, and we're going to clean up the state of Kentucky.
That's right.
Hell
Because it
yeah.
needs cleaned up. Now you see, that's a star right there.
We got fucking Shrek over here in the studio, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, me?
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so last time that Tuffy Jr. was in the studio, there was somebody that he said if he got into the wrestling business that he would want to take on his first opponent right beside me.
Is that right?
Oh, he did.
Oh,
That would be a great match.
really would.
Again, you guys come from great lineage. Your dad and myself we're lucky enough to have a good career. And I'll tell you, again, as I said earlier, you three are ahead of the game because of being born into this. Right. So with that would be a spectacular match, I believe.
But I'd hate to have to hurt you.
We'll see who's the toughest at the end. See who's the last one standing.
You see that?
Junior, if
That's
I
a
may,
future match.
Undefeated.
what's pissing him off is the
First time
stash.
for
Oh, yeah, he's jealous. He's jealous.
It's the stash.
Just the stash. Just the stash.
First off, and if that match ever does happen, I volunteer my services to be the zebra, right down the middle, baby.
Are you sure? He don't know. He
Hell
don't.
hell with
call
it.
it clean.
Hell with it. You got 3 of them right there. Let's just make it a triple threat and be fucking done with it.
That's what I'm talking
Hell
about.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, if I was still
that's a
booking
good-
and promoting, I would book that
Are
match
you
tomorrow.
not booking
I would
anywhere?
have too.
'Cause you
Gentlemen?
that's a booker's mind right there, Tuffy.
Hey, you see it right
Hey, let's
here?
get that other hand over here. I got an
Yeah,
idea
look.
for that one.
We've got to get
What are you
that.
reaching
That's
for there,
a
champ?
picture right there. That is
All
a
right.
picture right
That's
there.
a picture.
They all 3 got soft hands.
It's all that shampoo and conditioner he uses in the shower.
Bobby Green said, "Can I do a run in?"
And I still need to wash my hair.
Bobby
You couldn't
Green.
do a run-in
Old
when
man
you were
Bobby or
wrestling,
young
Bobby.
Bobby?
Young
Ramo says Sean is not impartial.
If
Hell
a young
yeah.
Bobby comes, he's got to leave his teeth out.
We have dropped so many F-bombs on this shoot.
Hey,
This
that's
isn't
all
going
right.
to stay on air, guys. This is getting tanked as soon as it
That's
goes
all right.
up.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
We've said the F word so many times on this podcast that it ain't never tanked.
Look,
Bullshit.
if I'm not mistaken, you guys were asking for WCCW.
Oh, I remember
Yep.
Christian Muscagni.
The Latino
Bobby,
nightclub is
Bobby, if
down
you're
in
still
the
listening,
basement.
wasn't you?
Hell no.
Weren't you a part of busting the mirror over Cack and Jack's head that time?
That was Ronnie and them.
Yeah, but I believe Bobby was booking at the time. Bobby Green, I
Oh,
think,
I
was
got
booking.
you. Okay, yeah.
So, Bobby,
Oh, you
chime
did
in
not
and
go
let us
there.
know. Wasn't that you that were booking that time when you give the go-ahead to bust that mirror over Cack and Jack's head at WCCW? Bobby's got a lot of great WCCW stories, I'm sure.
Heck yeah. We're always down to listen to some of those.
Shit,
Yeah.
all of us vets got stories.
Ramo wants to commentate with you. Commentating their match.
Hell
Who is it?
Ryan Mosley. He said, me
Oh,
and
yeah.
Scott on commentary.
We can do it on that triple threat.
Bmoney, how much you weigh?
Tell me on commentary.
Got Tuffy on commentary.
I'm like,
I can see
150,
God.
160.
Oh, hell, I'm going to have fun with you, boy.
You better pack
the
on
shit
the,
talking
pack
started.
on the
Yeah,
weight.
Hey, Sammy,
you know
checks
how
in the
many
mail.
times
You're
I've
still
heard
grounded.
that?
Right on. Look, when I came in, I was the same. I left for the Marine Corps at 129 pounds, come out 170 pounds all
You
muscle.
look good with something
So
like that in your
I-
hands. Come here.
I dig what you're saying.
I'm ready.
Boy, he's playing with wood already.
Hey, brother, come pay some dues in the bathroom with me, will you?
Shit.
Look,
Hey,
I'm
what
telling
kind
you,
of dues we paying?
those three right there, that's money. That is money. If I was still promoting and booking,
No, not the 3 of us. This is B-Money.
Oh, okay. I would book that tomorrow.
It's kicking in. It's kicking in.
This old lady just called me. She was like, "Are you at a Latino strip club?" I'm like, "No."
Tell him we just left there.
And then she was like, "Oh, I thought you was there with your people."
We just left there.
Why do you think he's got a hard on for the midgets in this conversation?
I'm down to drink to Latinas tonight.
That's
I'm
right.
down to drink with midgets.
Latina.
Yeah!
You in trouble?
I do not believe that Scott Diamond turned down a midget. I do not believe that.
Well,
I want to apologize. For
Hey, well, you better be careful. He's going to get fired up.
you
Hell yeah.
don't
Hey, you
start
never-
getting fired up.
Hey, you never
Don't
been to
you
the
start
Tijuana
either.
Tell him
midget
somebody
show?
say something about getting fired up.
Look, y'all know how I feel. Y'all are just goating me. I'm not going to fall for it just yet.
Hey, so we can't tell the Jimmy Belcher story about...
wait.
Oh, God.
Real question.
Oh, Jimmy.
What does like the older guys think of midget wrestling?
They were around for
Honest
it.
opinion.
I'm telling you.
No, like you know how they have
Straight
their whole
shoot.
federation, whatever. You know,
Straight
they-
shoot. Midgets are money.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
They are.
I used to have a midget travel with me. Actually, at one time I beat his ass and was the tallest midget champion ever.
I took him for show and tell one year at school.
That's a straight shoot. His teacher calls and says, "You'll have to come and get Kid Mac." And I said, "Well, he's in the other room asleep." No, your son brought him to school for show and tell. I said, "You sure he ain't in the other room?" And she described him to a T. I said, "I'll be up to get him."
I told him he's scared of spiders and Amish people, and this is my pet midget.
Oh, Don.
Bobby Green.
Just hit redial.
Bobby.
What's up, Bobby?
That was redial.
You got glass in my nachos.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
rich thing.
Now we're going to talk about this story that cost me my license. Think it does.
See, I told you guys Bobby had a WCCW story.
Yes, he does.
Exactly.
This beer's deep for you.
Yes.
It was right after I had that accident. I hit the tree.
Sean don't touch any boys.
I told Ronnie Robertson, the pretty boys, to end it with a gimmick.
Put your teeth in.
And it was a cage match. I didn't give a damn what gimmick they used, just end it with a gimmick. And they decided to use the mirror, which they told me, they're like, yeah, we're going to use the mirror. I was like, all right, dude, it's a cage match. I don't give a damn. Bust him open. And then Kim and Todd got me all in trouble because they used the mirror. I was like, dude, it's fucking wrestling.
Right.
I think there was no part of that glass that ever went in the crowd. So I met up with the commissioners and all that right before I moved back down south. And I was like, look, dude, I was like, I don't want no beef with the green name up here. I was like, I'd like to get my license back. So I met with Tim and Todd over that. I was like, look, dude, I was like, it's a work, it's a gimmick. And they was like, well, he's like, you're right, Bobby. He's like, we'll give you your license back. I was like, okay. I was like, I tell you what, I'm going to mean this from the bottom of my heart. Shove him wrestling license up your ass. Fold them up real nice and shove them up your ass. I was like, I'm done with this thing.
Well, if you remember, Bobby, I tried to help you re-get those licenses as well when I put you into the Hall of Fame over there, and they wouldn't even let me put you in the Hall of Fame over there. Remember that?
2015, I think.
Yeah, because I had to get that was when I was living down there in Georgia, Diamond, and I was like, I was gonna have to come back to Kentucky and get a physical and get re-licensed. And I was like, you're out of your fucking tree.
Yeah.
Well, they dude, I'm not coming up there to work. I was just gonna get inducted. I was like, and they're like, well, you got to stay outside the rope. I was like, you've lost your damn tree.
Yeah, Tim and Todd wouldn't. You and I both, man, did what we could do. I think, like Austin said, I think that was in 2015. But you and I both tried to talk to Tim and Todd and say, hey, nobody else has ever gotten an award and had to get a license. So why in the hell does Bobby got to get a license just to receive this award? But they were just hell bent on blackballing you.
Oh, it was a money racket. That's all they wanted. They wanted their damn money. I was like, dude, I'm not. I was like, if I get my license, I'm worth it. And that was when I was like, dude, it's not worth that. I was like, I'm gonna come all the way for 6 hours to come and get this induction, which I was tickled to death. You asked me to it. I was like, but you're gonna have me pay a physical fee and a license fee to come up there and get handed a award? I was like, you've lost your damn tree.
Yeah, which would have cost you about $100.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not getting that much PO for it.
Right? Well, you know,
but yeah, dude, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Tim, but
that was for Paul.
I'm gonna bite my lip on Todd.
I agree wholeheartedly with you on that statement. I feel the same way.
Because, like I said, before, when I got the book in WCCW, I brought Tuffy, I brought Shane Parker, I brought Chucky Smooth. I mean, I brought good talent up there, dude. We was selling out that damn building.
Oh, yeah.
And I told Santa, like, just your kayfabe, just stay selling hot dogs. And dude, we put on a hell of a show up there. It was old school. And I was like, we put a hell of a show on him. And granted, I got a lot of heat. I was the big heel. I got a lot of heat, but I put it on myself and put the baby faces over because that's when I had that Bon Eric kid, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I gotta put I put him over. I was like, I helped him out. Dude, if he would have stayed with it, Diamond, I think he would have made something out of himself.
You know, he was
because he had a good look, he had a good gimmick, and the girls loved him.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was Ace Tribo's kid.
Stepson, I think it was.
Yeah, that was that because me and Casey started working him at first as a tag. I was like, dude, he's too good at tag.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yes, he was hot as a firecracker. I was like, all right, dude, I'm gonna put the belt on me and I would put him over, and I worked him in a cage match, and he gave me a hurricane off the top of the cage, and I put him over, and the crowd was on fire. And then I just kept I kept doing an angle where if this happens, I own you. Then I owned him for a month, and he had to do what I told him. But when he turned against me, you would have thought Donald Trump come in there.
Yeah.
It was on fire that night.
He just didn't stay with it.
Now that's what I'm saying. Because I'd have him over at the house and we'd go hanging out and stuff like that. He was young. Hell, Diamond, he was only like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
and he was so good, but he wouldn't listen to psychology. I mean, dude, Von Erich was good. I'll vouch for that. Von Erich could have made something out of himself. He just stuck with
him and Jamie Northstar at the time. I thought were two of the hottest young talents that we had coming up.
Yeah, you're right. And like I said, they listened. They trained with us. They trained before the show and all that. Dude, there wasn't no spot I could have called Von Erich, but no, I can't do it. He done every spot I called.
Well,
I remember when he done that hurricane on me, dude, he walked across the cage and hit me with a hurricane off the top of that cage. I'm like, dude. And he took care of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it, but he took care of him.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely had talent. After you quit booking and I took over the book, I had him up there a couple
times. I thought Cody took it after me, Diamond.
Well, he took it right after you, but he didn't stay long.
Oh, really?
Cody took it after you, and then Jeff Waldridge took it, Black Rain, if you will. And then I took it.
Yeah, I remember Black Rain doing it.
Yeah,
you're right.
And then I took it after him.
And dude, it was a killer building. I mean, it was right there, nothing to do, didn't have nothing to competition with. It was a phenomenal building.
It was.
And I thought, whatever happened with Scott's show up there?
Scott Storms?
Yeah.
He was a great guy, but he was just paying exceptionally well, and he run himself out of money.
Yeah.
I told him that when he got to bringing Rikishi and all that up there. I told him, dude, you ain't got the people space to pay for that.
Well, I think Bobby, the thing and I had a discussion with him as well. He was paying 3 digits to guys that should have barely been making 2 digits.
Yeah.
God damn it with the duck head.
Nice going, Tough.
The duck had to jump.
And so, myself, even as crazy as it sounds, you don't hear this much in our business. I had to tell him, look, I drive 10 minutes. So, he was giving me 3 digits, and I said, you don't have to pay me that much, pay me this. Which most people would have never have done that. But I wanted to see the program last because he was bringing in people, Booker T was over there, yeah. Keish was over there.
Yeah.
But the
problem, I mean, Booker was up there. So, Diamond, what is that building just empty? Because Dad's wanting to get his, he's wanting to get going again. He's wanting to get a ring to help Braxton and Lil Bear get trained. I was like, Dad, I don't know the talent now.
Yeah, the building.
And I can't do it every week anymore. Dude, I do good to do it once every year.
The building is vacant as far as I know. Last time I was over there. And
really?
Tony's, Scott Storm still's got all his equipment and stuff over there. He's been selling some of it.
Left and right now.
But it's a great building. It's got the dining room facility in there, the kitchen, if you will.
Sure does.
So it's still got all of that stuff. Scott Storm done a lot of work in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
The building is beautiful. I mean, he done so much work in there. It's just the building it's just beautiful. And anybody that could or want to run a business out of there, it's a perfect place to do it. The rent is doubled from when we were running in there with Santa. Because you probably knew.
Really?
I knew what Santa
was. That's
what
my next question was going to be: is how much rent is there?
It's about $2,200 a month.
But if you run a weekly show, and what Dad's wanting to get back to is the old Memphis style.
Well, that's what
He's
sells.
like, I'm telling you, I think it would draw the rivals, you know what I'm saying, the hatred. Like, they all thought, me and Donnie hated Brady Bird, and Al Steele, we hated each other's guts. And dude, I couldn't have asked for better friends.
Beep.
We
Stand
had
by for
good
important
chemistry up there.
information. Your time has expired.
That's old
No,
Tuffy.
dude.
That's old Tuffy over there.
Oh, I know it's Tuffy. Speaking of which, Tuffy, you need to come fix my headlight.
Ramo says that he remembers the night China made an appearance at WCCW, and she got there past time the show had started.
Yeah, I drew about 10 people.
If I come fix your headlight, you gotta leave your teeth out.
Oh, shit.
All right, bet, dollar bet.
Bobby said, I'm not scared.
Like I've been married 3 times. All right, dollar bet. Come fix my headlight. I'll get my teeth out.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely staying home.
I think I got to work both jobs that day.
The younger guys are scared, Bobby. They're saying they're going to stay home.
So that's a true brotherhood right there.
Well, I don't want nobody. I don't want an audience. Dude, this is disrespectful to me. I don't want an audience there to get my headlight fixed.
Holy shit.
Is he at least going to take you to Red Lobster, though?
No, I'm not doing the Red Lobster. I ain't been back to Red Lobster since.
He said he'll give him a stick of butter to get started, and that's about it.
Better be careful before he slips on butter and gets pneumonia.
Butter, be careful.
The red heard around the
Oh,
world.
God.
If I go to Red Lobster, y'all better take me to Gaddy Town. That's where I went. I ended up eating that night for Little Bear's birthday party.
I'm getting my money's worth.
Hell yeah.
Go do it.
That's all right. Just extra pepperoni's all I asked for.
Did you say pepperoni?
Extra pepperoni.
Are you guys traumatized too, or just me?
See, that's why we got to have
No,
a
I
show
was
with all these
traumatized
guys.
when you took your damn
That's
shirt
right.
off.
I mean, I'll take this one off too. He had me stripping at like 15 over at the last joint we
No,
were at.
look, that was Apollo did that. Apollo Showtime Garvin did that. I had nothing to do with that. But a lady.
Speaking of Apollo, y'all, I done a show a couple weeks ago up there in Jeffersonville with Apollo
No kidding.
and Ronnie Roberts. And dude, Apollo, Dude, I had a blast in the back with him. Man, I worked Sebastian, and dude, I realized when I walked out of the ring, I'm too old for it. But I had a blast in the back. Cage Cutler got me booked there. I said, all right, dude, I'll come up there and help you out. And it was right there in Jeffersonville, Indiana. For it was it was a good building, but I had a blast at that show. I had more fun in the back than I did in the ring. Of course, you know me, I just cheat.
Well, you know, Too Tough Tony runs that building.
Yep, Grindhouse.
Yeah. And I never seen Too Tough there, Diamond, the whole time I was there.
He's tried them on.
He don't.
It was some female promoter, the one I met.
TCW. Yeah. I can't
Yeah,
remember what her name is.
TCW, you're right.
I can't remember what her name is.
Yep.
I mean, we had it was a good little crowd. But I was the only one who worked the crowd. I mean, I didn't do nothing. But it was a good little crowd. It was an old school crowd. All you had to do is work the crowd. And I took he got on top of me at first. I gave him the hot, and then
Tell nobody got on top of you.
The Diddy party continues.
No diddy. No diddy.
see, that's why we didn't let your daddy on the microphone. We're talking kayfabe here.
Talk about throbbing subject matter.
And just think about it. He saved life. That right there worries me.
He's talking about Tuffy.
What?
No, I'm talking about Little Tuffy. I thought Little Tuffy was the one saying that.
That was Austin Diamond.
Headphones on.
Oh, man. We got Tuffy Jr., we got Bmoney, and we got Austin in here, the 3 young lions.
This guy's really got
And
his
B
finger on the
Money's
pulse.
scared of his brother. I don't know why we don't book that match.
Oh, he says you scared of your brother.
And I understand he's a better wrestler than B Money, but B Money's a better talker.
We all know,
but I
the
think
records and the stats prove different. We all know the records and the stats prove different. Where's he at? How many times have I called him out?
Hey, Grindhouse a show this Saturday.
Yeah.
B Money, I just think Red would job you out on shits and giggles.
You're the sidekick. We all know it was Donnie. Donnie was.
I'd rather be a sidekick than a no kick.
He was robbing. He wasn't even robbing. He was.
In B Money's defense, though,
Damn.
Red was talking a lot of shit, and then when B Money tried to talk back, Red took off and didn't comment ever again. Then a few weeks later,
See, now you got him taking up for you. Okay, I'll stop. You got him that, but I would rather be a has-been than it ever was.
He said he'd rather be a has-been than a never was.
I didn't mean to mess up the beautiful
Oh
locks.
no, you're good.
Good as a stretch. I'm just saying.
He does got that beautiful mullet.
Yeah, and Bill Ray Cyrus wants that hair back when you get done with it.
TCW.
At least I got hair and teeth.
No, I got beautiful hair. I got a flat top high tight. I'm not the one that.
Well, teeth too, because they're fake.
All right.
It don't matter. Thank you for paying your tax dollars. You paid for it.
If you're gonna do that, you got to get your balls back from Bunny.
I don't need my balls back. I done been married 3 times. I ain't got them back from the first marriage.
Damn, Bobby, that's rough because Sean's not even a wrestler.
Well, book it.
Well, you know, Bobby, if I
I'll
was
job him out too.
Hey,
if I was still promoting Bobby, I'd book that.
And I will have Bunny Love managing me. And when she smacks the taste out of your mouth, I don't want to hear it. Welcome to wrestling.
Welcome
Guys,
to wrestling.
we all know that
Exactly.
he would not step in them ropes with Sean Johns. We know that.
Oh God,
We
you
know-
tried to get me killed.
We know.
I wouldn't take that if I were you, Bobby.
I mean, I got socks taller than you.
Oh.
I'd suck at shit.
You hear
got
that, guys?
stop.
Sean's socks stand up without him.
Man, Bobby, that's rough coming from a kid we watched grow up at ringside.
Right?
Yeah, and he had. I want to have Bobby Green's babies on his T-shirt.
I lost a bet. I lost a bet. That's why I wore the shirt that one time. Bobby, damn.
That's
And
good
dude,
shit.
you wasn't that good. I mean, I gave it a shot in the back, and you wasn't that good.
Oh shit, that's good
I was
stuff.
inexperienced.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh, damn, that's good shit, man.
Camaraderie.
Hey, dude, I'd come over from Music City, but I was gonna get mine and where I got it.
You still living in the great state of Tennessee, Bobby?
Tag up.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say. Hold on, you just got talking about how you didn't know where everybody lives. You don't need to know where I live.
That's right. That's right.
Chewing his words.
Exactly. Because if he tells them,
I'm not gonna.
You might
You're
show up as
K-Fade.
us.
We'll just leave it at that.
All right, bud.
We gotta
Right
go.
on,
You
right
count
on.
We love you, Bobby.
Bobby, I'll go get Buddy on you. Buddy's
my
going.
oh no.
Book that ass.
Well, wait a minute. Bunny's right here next to me. Y'all want to talk to Bunny? Well, I'll put her on the mic.
You're actually going to let Bunny talk? Because last time she was here with you, you didn't let her talk at all, dude.
Well, a couple more ice cream seasons I've been working with her. She's all right now. She never was allowed to talk because
She married your ass.
yeah, she was with Jim Chadwick and Bobby Blade. She didn't get a lot of word in anyway.
True.
But
That's
I'll
true.
be more than happy to put Bunny Love on there. Brush your hair, get cleaned up, and I'm gonna put Bunny Love on the phone, and y'all act right now. You hear me?
Sean, he's talking to you.
I can act right.
Sean will touch himself. He's
All right, that's fine. That's
Keep
fine.
your
I don't
damn
blame
ass
you.
on the table.
Already drooling.
Holy moly.
Bunny Love.
in here and just jack off and talk.
I am so.
He calls those hotlines all the
I
time.
do not anymore. They don't
Sexual advice.
exist.
Talk
I mean, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
I don't answer his calls no more.
1-800. I'm out of oil.
That's what why the donkey show's
They
been going
blocked
on.
my number. I mean, I've never called those numbers.
Shot a load right into the mic and I can't hear him no more.
That's good stuff.
We love you.
Well, she said she don't want to talk to you, John, because you're drooling.
This is
I'm not drooling.
But I'm having a blast.
And Bunny Love, we respect you. I mean, we do question your saying.
Quit
and-
moaning when you say Bunny Love. Dude.
Quit touching
It's
yourself
weird.
there.
Hey, hands on the table. What did I tell you,
Hands
Sean?
on
There's
the
gotta be some
table.
hands on big.
Anyways, my hands
Leave
are
room
here.
for Jesus.
Hey, I know he just raised his hands up above the table, but don't get it twisted because his hands have been on his head this whole time.
Yeah. Now they're stuck to his hat.
Shit. Damn it. How'd I go drive
That's
home?
where that Tijuana donkey show comes in.
Hey, we do question Bunny's sanity. She did marry you, Bobby.
We do question Sean.
Don't worry, Sean.
Damn.
There's no question about it.
He set himself up with that one.
You.
Damn, I didn't mean to mention Bunny's name and get y'all all tore up. Calm down, y'all. I'll send you a picture of her.
You don't need to do that.
Sean's already got one.
Yeah, turns out he's already got one.
I didn't get it from her. I mean, shit.
Whoa, no.
We're gonna have to put a seatbelt on his chair.
Holy shit.
Somebody hold the table down because
You know what I'm thinking?
ready to go.
I think he's been down to Tijuana and he's done the donkey show.
I seen the donkey show.
Oh
It's an
my
amazing
God.
thing.
Yes, it is.
Jokes.
Who said anything about a joke? He's not playing.
And once you go to the donkey show,
Yeah,
ain't
you're
no
making
coming
your
back.
daddy proud.
Yeah, that's what we were hollering. Yeah, baby, you're making your daddy proud. Look, she took that donkey like a champ. Let me tell you.
yes, he did.
You know, I got a story about an ice cream scoop, but
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
just don't
God.
think this is the time for it. We're already going to get taken off.
I
the
mean,
air.
it is 9 p.m.
Might
and
as
that's when it
well.
usually goes off the rails.
Actually, it's close to 10.
Did Sean want to tell a story about Skinamax? Is that where we're going with
I've
this?
never been on Skinamax.
I don't even want to ask what that is.
Yeah, you don't want to. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Sean doesn't do that anymore. I mean, ever. I said too much.
Anymore.
Hey, you know,
Anyways.
it's been a fun episode.
Oh, it's been a blast.
It's-
That's
It
right.
really
That
has.
said, Johnny, you're going to have to clean up the underside of this table when we leave here.
Yeah, that's true.
I
No,
warned-
actually, I'm going to make Andy do it because I
Hell
done
yeah.
whooped his ass once.
It'll be crusty by then, but
I warned
That's
you not
right.
to let Tuffy get on the mic. I told you this would happen.
Actually,
But hey,
I'm not blaming
sometimes
Tuffy for
bullshitting around is the best,
Good
best
choice.
kind of medicine.
nothing. I'm smart. I've learned my lesson.
I mean, that's what they call it.
Daisy,
Sean's a little sore. You care to come rub his nipples for
who's
him?
following you?
He's perking up. It's cold.
He needs you to chop him again, Tuffy.
No, I
Now look, John, now you done run Bunny Love off.
Give him a little kiss on the neck while you're there.
Tuffy touching on you now.
Young Tuffy, all right.
I don't want
That
to
big
chop.
old bull.
Like
now
father,
you
like
get
son.
the
I
young
don't want the
calf.
young calf.
Oh,
No,
let's find out.
I'm good.
Second generation saint right here.
That's right.
That's right.
Come on, you know they want to see it.
No, they don't want.
Hey, we got to get our viewer count back
Hey.
up, boys.
Hey, if y'all want to see
Somebody-
Sean get Tuffy get
Somebody's
a
got to
job,
start shaking some ass.
say it in the chat.
We
All
gotta,
right,
we gotta
gentlemen.
compare mine and his.
We got
That's
one
right.
more.
Full sausage right now,
Ryan
or
Mosley.
I'm leaving. I mean, Sean's leaving.
I got $1 on it.
Ryan Mosley wants to see it.
No,
Go
he
see that
doesn't.
chop.
Yeah, see, we want to see Sean take the chop so we can see if Junior's got a better chop than the old man.
I'll put $5 on the table right now.
All right, I got $1 on that. I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need 99 cents and change.
Hold on, I got a headlight on it. If you can take one of the chop, I won't get my headlight.
Johnny, I hate you. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I just found out this week I do have the tism, so if
you had
y'all
a check
chop
if
me,
you could
y'all
fit
will
it.
get the tism.
He just found out. Hey, wait, Sean, does that mean you get a check for being tardy?
Woo! It's getting light headed up in
I gotta go see
this.
it.
He's a little
The
delayed.
donkey show.
It's getting ripe up in this bad boy.
I don't feel tardy.
Hey, you know,
He did show up a little late. I mean,
that's true.
If you tardied on yourself, go wipe.
Brian said, hold him down and chop him.
Shut up, Mosley.
Sean loves getting held down by other men.
No, Sean doesn't.
Get one. He said, "Get one in for me," because he was not present when I was on the podcast.
Hey, wait. If anybody's getting one in
I
him,
had
it's
to
going to be
work that
Sean.
night, brother. I had to work. I worked 2 jobs, man. I'm old and fat.
Hey, look,
It's raining. He had to get off the corner.
He works on 2 corners, Tuffy. You heard him.
Sammy said,
Tuffy,
"Sean,"
you really
how
gonna
did
chop him?
Oh yeah.
he said, "Sean, how did you just find that out? I thought it was obvious."
I'm asking the same damn question.
I just took the test the other day. Took those 80 questions, and I got a score of 172. I can't talk.
I could have fucking told you that.
The tinted window,
Got a test.
brother. The tinted windows on the school bus wasn't a giveaway.
Sound like fucking Carl. Ain't no gas in it.
Ain't no gas in it.
No coffee makes me nervous.
Biscuits and mustard.
He got some French fried taters.
Excuses.
Man, I'll tell y'all now, though,
Mosley?
Getting the hand warmed up.
the donkey show, you gotta experience it for yourself. I hear it say, "Will Killer."
Are we doing them live?
it was-
Are we doing the 2 chops live?
I'm not taking both. I've already had the stats.
Hey, you hear that, guys? He doesn't take 2 at a time anymore.
He's not on the corner training.
Oh, you're right.
That canal's warped, boys.
Like throwing a hot dog down a damn hallway.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Boys, we could shoot a game of pool in there and he'd never know.
That's right.
Sean
They all
said,
walk up going, hello, hello.
but you know, it's been 2 hours.
It really has.
Hell, we're just getting started, Johnny. Don't you rush me, baby.
It's been a crazy night for sure.
Hang on,
No,
let me see. Let me see.
we don't do that.
We're in there.
Damn, I gotta get my girl a ride home from work. Hang on, let me. Gentlemen, you sit here and make sure Sean keeps his pants on. I'll be right back.
Well, let me pull them back. Okay. They're back on.
Tell her we'll be there to pick her up.
Don't worry, we won't tell her about the titties you had in your face.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. She's a Latina. She'll whoop my ass.
Well, that's
you
a
was at a
stretch.
Latino bar downstairs.
That's true. That nightclub.
But that was a midget.
Riding a donkey.
Riding a donkey. Woo! It's been a crazy night,
What did she
hasn't
do?
it?
It has been one hell of a night.
I mean, sometimes that's the best kind of medicine to have.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Hell yeah, I've needed
Camaraderie.
Hell, it's put 30 minutes back on my life.
That's right.
And I was like, what?
Hey, Mosley, shut up. I'm not taking 3 chops.
I want to see Tuffy Jr. chop him just so we can
damn it.
compare. So,
Chop.
yeah, chop. That way you can tell us which one was better, the old man's.
If he knocks
or
the breath
Junior's.
out of you, I'll knock it back in you.
Right.
I think you still have hatred of me because I'd always show up with those belts. I think one time I showed up, I actually bought a pair of boots. I was dumb as shit. I bought a pair of boots and walked in. Tuffy walked in. He sees me, and you see Satan flash across his face. I think he used some self-restraint, but I know he was like, oh, if somebody just tells me I'm good to go, I'm beating his ass.
Put the boots on, son. I'm whipping your ass. That sounds like something Tuffy would say.
He saw me in a pair of boots. I bought them off High Spots, because I was.
My point from earlier tonight.
Yes, you made that exact point.
You did.
A lot of the young folks are buying boots and trunks.
No, you were right to feel that way, and I thought I was being cool, like anybody can buy the boots.
No, back then that was a disrespect.
You had to,
Back then it was.
and I didn't realize it at the time, but once I've sat back and thought about it, I'm like, well, damn, no wonder he that night looked like he was ready to whoop my ass. Because you were going by, you were high fiving, you walked right past me, didn't. My hands were out. I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
So, no, I want to really palm you. I don't want to high five
He
you. I wanna
wasn't
palm
ready
you.
to high five me. Yeah, he was. And then once I started training, remember that last time I trained, having Saul walk out from the corner to the middle of the ring, take the back bump. I cracked my head, and I don't remember how I got home that night. Like I remember,
I told you it was a Diddy party.
No, no.
And that was a Diddy party before the
I
Diddy
drove
party ever
myself,
existed.
I drove myself to the show, helped set up the ring. That was the night some dumbass decided we should set the cage up upside down.
Where was that at, Sean?
It was at the KCW. It was at the
Shopville Gym.
No, not a KZW. KCW.
Oh, okay.
Al Steele, Chucky Smooth, and Ray the Bear ran it.
That's up at the Armory, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the Armory up here in Lexington. And
behind the airport there?
Yeah, right behind the airport. And
Sean likes Diddy parties.
No, he doesn't.
You hear that, guys? We all heard the same thing. Sean did not sleep with that guy. As a matter of fact, they were up all night.
That's right. No, but you were training. We were doing basic drills, and we got out. I took my head, but I remember I hit my head. I get up holding it. You're like, did you hit your head? I said, yeah, okay. I got back in line. Took like 2 more, from what I can recall. Not bad bumps. I wouldn't say perfect by any means, but took good bumps, and then.
Yeah, and I told you to get the hell out and sit down.
No, you had me stand in the corner. You did a little finger thing.
Check
you
him out.
see if I had a concussion or something. You're like, yeah, just stand. Yeah, you did that. And I got out of the ring. You said, no, you told me stand there in the corner for a little bit. I got out of the ring and ran to the trash can. You had everybody stop to watch me puke.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You're like, okay.
This is what you don't do.
This is what you don't do. Right. But
Perfect lesson.
Yeah, but you did give me a good lesson. You did teach me a lot of stuff, and I gained a newfound respect for the business.
It's not as easy as everyone perceives it to be.
No.
You know, and these 3 young men are just getting started, but Tuffy and I have been around. We can tell you, as we said earlier before you got here, we both worked hurt. You know, I've had numerous concussions. Tuffy's probably had a few. I've had broken ribs, dislocated shoulder, a swollen testicle, but we got up the next day.
Fucking donkeys.
Damn donkeys.
That casual.
Fucking midgets.
Hey, me and Andy have a newfound respect because.
Dairy cow, didn't you?
Somebody say something about getting fired up.
Hey, Joe
You're
Hinton
pushing
said,
my
did you
buttons.
know the podcast is available on a podcast app called Castbox? Well, we know now.
We do
Thanks,
now.
Joe.
I guess Andy's been working on something.
Yeah, he's been trying to find more platforms for us to be on.
Of which we just got us kicked off all
But
of
you
them.
know,
Probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I gained a new respect for wrestling because when me and Andy got into the ring, we found out that it don't matter how good cardio is. The difference between being inside the ring and track and field is that you gotta have the ring cardio for that.
There's physical
Because you
shape
gas
and there's
out.
ring shape.
Yes.
Yes.
Totally
Yes.
different ball game.
Totally different.
You could walk the treadmill, walk 5 miles every day, this, that, and the other. That's one thing. You get in the ring and you're huffing and puffing.
Oh,
5 minutes
absolutely.
in,
Yeah, man.
2 minutes into it. It's
I don't give a
crazy.
damn if you're running 7 miles across town, you know. That's completely different than hitting the ropes for 3 minutes.
The same
Exactly.
as football and
Right.
footballers transition from
Not
football
me.
to
I'll
professional
go 15
wrestling.
minutes without touching and still have the crowd in my hand.
Right on.
Yes.
Right on.
Exactly.
Right on.
That's
No,
smart.
you really did.
That's the
You're the only
master.
guy I know walk the top rope and then come off with an arm drag.
Well, in
Mostly
fairness, Tuffy
with
fell
this-
off the top rope.
No, well, I don't know if you
I was
fell,
a fat
but if
loser
you come
boy.
on, if you did fall, you turned it into an arm drag and covered yourself right quick.
You know, it's
That
just,
was amazing.
What you're saying, again, to me is a testimony of what, you know, Tuffy and the older guys that we had to go through. It didn't matter what you felt like before you got in the ring. When you got in the ring, you had to put 110% into it. If not, you didn't have a job the next week because there's 1,000 guys bidding for those 10 spots, 12 spots, you know, whatever it is. And he did, I did, and a lot of these vets, your dad, Bear did, Al did, they went in there, they worked hurt, they worked when they were having off days, because when you got in the ring, you couldn't have any of that, because
That's
none
right.
of that mattered. You had to get in there, and you had to do your job, or you didn't have a job anymore. It wasn't like nowadays, you know, a lot of these young guys
You
and
had to
girls,
hang
they're-
down, you're out
they're-
for 6 weeks.
yeah, they're getting jobs because of the good old boy system. Well, man, I trained with this guy for 2 weeks, so I know what I'm doing. And he just went out and bought a promotion or started a promotion in a state that doesn't have a commission, and so everybody that was 2 weeks ago in the backyard, now they're in the ring thinking they're somebody.
Yep.
It wasn't like that for us. It was a privilege to be in the business. It wasn't a given like it is nowadays.
Summertime just ended, and we've already got a heater in the house. Thanks, Pops.
That's right.
No,
But it's the
he's-
truth, though.
He's
He
right.
just aired out like 80% of the business.
I mean, 80% of business needs to learn.
Getting canceled. I can't
Learn how to fucking try.
Tough love.
Look, I honestly, I had a guy when I was booking and promoting. I had a guy that he begged me for 6 months for a booking. You know, he wasn't even mid Carter, quite honestly. He was a good guy, but he was not even a mid Carter as far as wrestling. And so finally, as it goes, you know, you always have at least one person that will cancel on you.
Yeah.
And so I said, look, you know, I called him up the night before, and I said, here's your chance to have a spot. I had a guy cancel on me, so you show up tomorrow, and I will put you in, and we'll see what you got. Well, he called me.
Call me.
Well, that was twice I called you like that. No, this wasn't Tuffy. Tuffy was, look, if he took a booking, let me tell you, brother, he was there before anybody else.
That's right.
But this particular guy, I won't say who it was, he had begged me for 6 months for a position. When I finally gave him the opportunity, he called me, and in the state of Kentucky, you have to, if you cancel, you have to cancel 6 hours or more. 6 hours or more, or I can take your license, which I only took one person's license through the years.
What a dick.
That's right. It cost him $250, and he deserved every bit of it. When you screw me over more and more and more and more, because I always gave people breaks. You know, Tuffy worked with me, and in seriousness, I always was fair. Tried to be. I didn't always have control of the money because I wasn't always the promoter.
Hey, man, he threw the water bottles at the wall, not at people, all right?
Right. But this one particular guy, when he finally got his chance, he called me less than 6 hours before the event and said, and I quote, I got the sniffles, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. And I said, You know what? Take your sniffles, shove them up your ass, and don't ever fucking call me again.
That's what a good backdrop will clear.
You know?
That's right.
You know?
Or a good pile driver.
I mean, we've seen guys, you know, even recently come in with, like, the MRI patches still on them, you know, come in, work with pneumonia, you know. And then we've got guys that'll call in, like you said, for a hangnail. It's like, oh, hell yeah, we got ourselves a tough guy over here.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to put him over. Marty Clay is one of the hottest young stars on the circuit today.
Yes, damn straight.
You know, I was there when Marty Clay walked through the doors in Hazard, Kentucky. John Noble and Kyle Maggart trained him. I helped him a little bit working on his promos and things.
He can probably hear you from here.
He probably
Yeah, he
does.
could.
Hell yeah.
Hey, did you know that we found Lost Creek? It's not lost no more. We
Hell
found
yeah.
it.
Well,
Now it's just Creek.
now it's just Creek. But here's a kid that he's got the true old school in him because he had double pneumonia here about a month ago. And let me tell you, the kid had to leave early, but he showed up, he gave it 110%, he performed in the ring. And this is a guy who was on death's door, but he took a booking, and by God, he followed through on it. No matter how he felt, he took a booking and he kept his word. Even though he come in looking like death warmed over, he came in, done his damn job, and then went home. That's the kind of guy that I want to see continue, like you three young men. That's what I want to see take over for Tuffy, myself, you know, in the greens and things like that. People like that, because that's what we need to keep this professional wrestling going. If not, we're going to lose it. It's going to be gone.
Exactly. Because that's what we need.
It's exactly what we need. So anybody out there that's booking and promoting, hey, Scott Diamond approval. Book Marty Clay.
Yes.
Because he's
a star.
He's an old school kind of guy. He's a young cat, but he's got the old school soul in him. Trained by good trainers.
Plus, he'll stretch anyone that don't know how to fucking wrestle. And when they try to tell him that they've been working this business for 5 years, so let me show you how I can stretch someone.
Yeah, working 5 years and had 2 matches.
Exactly.
You know, the hell.
And like Mike Clay said, they tell me that. I stretch the fuck out of them. Because they got to be taught a lesson. Sometimes you need to teach these motherfuckers a lesson. Because they come in, they think because they laced up a pair of boots, that suddenly they're professional wrestlers. They're not professional wrestlers till they fucking wrestle 500 matches. Or at least done a longer tenure than just 1 year.
Well, I can tell you this. Had they gotten in the ring with myself or Tuffy or one of the greens and they got put in a sugar hole, they wouldn't come back to wrestling. They'd have sold those boots back to wherever they bought them. They'd have taken those trunks and thrown them in a trash can and never told anybody they were a wrestler because they weren't. As soon as they got out of that sugar hole, they said, "To hell with this! I'm going back to knitting or crocheting or whatever the hell it is that they do."
Exactly.
And any wrestler that cries about being chopped, all I can say is, chops are a wrestling move. When it's done to you, take it or leave it. Be a man about it. Don't be a pussy and be like, "You shouldn't have chopped me like that, brother. Now we're going to have heat." That's
Well,
what
see,
a pussy does.
You know, and that's the thing. Wrestling is not for everybody. Pro wrestling is not for everybody. Everybody thinks they can do it. But if you get in there with real guys, and again, I'm going to use Tuffy as an example because he's here. If you get in the ring with a real guy and you're not made for this, guys like Tuffy's going to show you that you're not made for this. And you're going to get out quick.
Exactly.
Because you're going to get your damn feelings hurt.
That's what we need more of inside wrestling. Because there's been too many wrestlers that have allowed these pussified versions to come in, and they think that they're wrestlers because the wrestlers that should be teaching them a lesson get so scared to do it because they're afraid that they're going to get fired. No, we need more of those wrestlers to teach those wrestlers that suck to get the fuck out of business if they can't handle what's happening.
That's exactly right.
That would definitely help wrestling back the way it was.
Again, it's not for everybody. So if you think it is and you get in there with a guy that really knows what he's doing, you're not going to stay long. Believe you me, you're not going to stay long.
Exactly, and we've seen tons of these people that thought that they were going to stay long, and as soon as they got inside that ring with someone that was legit, you don't hear from them. You don't see them no more. They didn't get over because the pussy was scared,
Well,
and they never came back.
That was one of the good things that we had when we had a stiff commission here. You know, they helped weed out some of them. You know, there were ones that slipped through the cracks, for sure. But the majority, when Tuffy and I were coming up, in the state of Kentucky, we had good, tough wrestlers in there that really knew what they were doing. And they weeded those guys and girls out. I mean, Tuffy, don't you think, even in your day, I mean, blackball was still a part of the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you had somebody came in and they couldn't perform up to standards, then they were blackballed. Nowadays, you don't have that, and we need that back. We need promoters that go, "Hey, you know what? I don't care if you identify as a cat when you're at the house. Here, you're a professional wrestler, or you get the hell out."
Exactly.
If I hurt your feelings, too damn bad. It's just the way it is.
That's what we need is people that have grit that will be like, "I don't give a damn if I hurt your feelings. If you can't handle it, hit the fucking road because I'm done with you."
Hit the bricks, get the stepping. That's right.
Exactly.
That's the way it should be because all these people that get all crybaby if someone's hard on them, they need to understand. Sometimes in professional wrestling, you need the critique.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Exactly.
You know, as I recall, Pops had an interaction like that with a guy down south, and brother left his gear bag, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was when I was booking for Bob Orton Jr. over at the church. He got all pissed off, and it was
right.
Yeah, it was at some church we used to do this show, and yeah, a guy got his feelings all hurt and got all pissed off, and I said, "Well, you know what? Get the fucking step in." And he was so mad and angry, he got mad and walked out the back door. And somebody looked down and goes, "Well, isn't that his bag right there?" I said, "Fuck him and his bag. He's gone. Just leave the bag here for charity."
Hell yeah.
That's right. Because fuck that.
What size
guy.
shoes he wearing?
Yeah,
Right.
Start divvying his shit out in the locker room, you know.
Who wants some elbow pads?
But
He might need tape.
He got mad because he had to work somebody. Do you remember Mario Tuffy?
Sounds familiar.
And so, like Tuffy and I, you know, I don't want to put Tuffy in my age bracket. He's right behind me. But Mario was an older guy. And, well, you ain't but maybe 10 years behind me.
Damn, 10 years is long.
not when you're sitting where I'm sitting. I may not have that many left.
12 years maybe, tough.
But he was mad because he had to work somebody that wasn't, 18, 19 years old. This guy, Mario was in his 40s, maybe even early 50s at the time. And so he knew how to work, but he just worked slow and methodical. And this guy wanted to be an Orange Cassidy kind of guy, and he wanted to come in and do all this shit. And Mario, which is my favorite line, I don't know, again, I said it earlier if it's yours, but I love it. Mario looked at him and just said, no, we're not going to do none of that. And it just hurt his feelings, and the guy got pissed off, and then he didn't want to work. So I told him, you don't want to work? Get to stepping.
That's right.
Get a thumb to the eye.
Thumb to the eye. That's right.
And the young guys that's out there should be listening because if y'all are too sensitive to work, get to stepping.
If you've got a guy, I don't care how he works, if you've got a seasoned veteran that knows how to work, that's the key thing here, that knows how to work, whether he works a fast pace or whether he works a slow, methodical pace or whatever. If you've got a veteran that knows how to work, I don't care what your style is, you need to sit your ass down, listen to him, because you're going to learn something. If you have the faculties, you're going to learn something from him. Again, whether it's, if you like a fast pace, or if you like a slow pace and his style is not your style, it doesn't matter. He's the veteran. So if you sit and you listen to him, you are going to learn something. And that's what this business is about, because you wrestle all types of styles and people.
That's like what I did. You were telling me and Andy how to do the choke over the middle rope. We took your advice. We made sure that nobody was going to know how it was happening. Like I told Jane, go ahead. As soon as I'm there, I want you to grab your arms and I want you to drag me down onto there.
You have to, because again, you work so many different styles, so many different people and stuff. The more you can cross-train on any job, not just pro wrestling, but any job, the more that you can cross-train, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Exactly.
So if you're young coming in and the veteran's not working the style that you want to work, it doesn't matter. Shut the hell up and listen, because you're still going to learn something.
That's another thing, adaptability in wrestling. If you're working something that doesn't work your style, adapt to it. Because sometimes that's what you got to do.
You have to. There's a lot of times, like when we used to go out and do the Shakespeare, you have to adapt on the fly. You can't stand there and think about it. You got to do it right now, and you got to do it effortlessly. Because if it's not effortlessly, they're going to pick up on what's going on, and you don't want that. You just don't want that,
Yeah, because you don't want the fans to catch on to anything, because if they catch on to anything,
you don't want to give them an insight into what we're doing.
Exactly.
There's no more kayfabe in this business.
But you can still make
really
sure
gone.
that the kayfabe is live.
Unless you work Boogie, because he's still carnies.
Yep.
The last time I worked Boogie was it's like
Love the man, but he does the same spots every time.
Every time.
Either him or
Well,
Tommy
guys, we've been here 2 hours and 16 minutes.
all right. Well, let's wrap this thing up.
Do we want to run down a set of bullet points here from the takeaways from tonight?
And so,
I mean, we had a lot of them.
I still ain't seen no chop that everybody's wanting.
Yeah, we want to see Tuffy Jr. chop Sean one time.
No, we don't.
So that we can
we
see
don't.
if Sean can tell
Clean
us.
up out of the way so the camera has a good shot of it.
So Sean can tell us.
Oh shit!
In
I will not,
comparison.
damn it. But yes, sir.
I hate
Yes,
you
sir.
guys.
It's all right, Sean. We know you love us. We're men.
So
If there's one thing that Sean loves, ladies and gentlemen, it's men.
Hey, no,
it's raining men. He plays it while he's in the shower.
I'm not taking my shirt off. though.
So now you guys. Damn, he's a big boy too.
He's no Austin Diamond business. You in for a second.
God, he looks so much like.
I remember over that day of training over there at Continental, man. You all had him. And dude was,
Oh shit.
At Continental, the old Continental Inn.
yes.
If you couldn't get laid, you wasn't trying. Oh, that's probably something different than what you were talking about. That's before you guys were old enough to know what that meant. But we just.
Yeah. You guys are assholes.
My bad. Flash was on.
Sorry about that.
I got you, Ryan.
We want to see if
Don't check it out.
we want you to tell us, Sean, in comparison, what Junior feels like as far as Senior.
Oh, hey, I just want to tell you, I'm putting the shirt over your head. You're gonna close your eyes.
Going into it, which one
You ain't gonna
think's
see
be
it.
worse?
You ain't gonna see it.
It's better if you don't
I
see
didn't
it.
see yours coming. Sure as fuck felt it.
You know, I'm just too small. I'm like,
Sometimes he gets nervous. It was just cold.
It's
that day.
Perquito.
Pequeño, as they say.
that's a miniature donkey.
I call them mules.
He's just a burro. And I'm so glad you came out tonight. Man. I swear to goodness. You can do this, Sean.
that's not it.
Got the straight.
Sean.
No, Kindle. Take that Kindle stick from me. Thank you.
That's my gimmick.
Yeah.
Unoriginal motherfucker.
Give it to Prince Smith.
You can do this, Sean. But look, in the end, you got to tell us in comparison to senior.
Sean, don't play like this is your first time undressing for other men. Come on now. Go ahead and take that shirt off.
Oh no, hey, I'm putting it over his head.
How excited is he getting? Because I got to pee a little bit, you know.
Hey, Sean, go ahead and kneel down.
It's just the pin's leaking through.
It's running down. Hey, are you into that? I mean, you okay with guys peeing on you too?
You got this.
You got this, Sean.
It's just like R. Kelly's favorite band, the Black Eyed Peas.
That's the white guy bees.
I see what you did there.
Hell yeah.
That's good stuff.
Oh, shit. Hey, Sean,
Sean said, I wish I'd have got out of wrestling 10 years ago.
Go ahead, Sean. When's the last time you had a shower, and what color was it?
I took a shower this morning.
What color?
What was his name?
Was he golden?
Was it golden?
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Ain't no sense of crying yet.
I ain't crying. Shit.
I ain't done the superstar you seen.
Yeah. Come on, little toe.
Hey, you ready?
No.
Let's just get it
I'll
over
tell you,
with.
tonight is
That's what
right up
she
there
said.
when me and Bobby Blade had the longest podcast in history up here. I'm telling you,
4.5 hours at least.
this is right up there with it. I'm
13
so glad you came, man.
I ain't
That's why I got pissed so much. I'm laughing my ass off.
I just
Hey, they're
They want to see
They
it.
was
Come
acting
on, they
hard.
want to see it.
The people want to see it.
we don't
Sean.
care what they want.
Chop, 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 chop,
Right.
chop, 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 chop.
Woo!
stand right here.
I don't have the dexterity that Sean does.
Here you go, see it. Oh, look at the nipples. Them look like M&M's.
Why they hard?
Open your chest up.
Open up, Sean. Here, just spread them. Oh, wait.
Don't forget to lick your
God.
hand. It's the old man's trademark.
Quit flinching like a bitch.
Hey, turn towards the camera.
Oh, God damn.
Hey, why are you pulling your shirt
So,
down?
Sean, compared to the old man.
I'm sorry.
Hey, wait. Do you want to compare it to Bmoney too?
No, I don't.
Look, I give it to him, man. That was a hell of a chop.
Hey, Sean's
Sean.
pissed.
I got you,
guys.
brother.
Sean's
That's
pissed.
Okay.
Down
No,
his
I'm
leg.
not pissed. No, I'm not
Down
pissed.
his leg.
Let's
Tell-
see the chest.
No, I want to know comparing to the old man.
Oh.
Damn. Okay. No disrespect to either one.
Good choice. Good choice of words.
Very good.
But somebody owes him a new pair of jeans.
I'm
I
gonna
got
say
stuff
Tuffy Seniors. His went right across my chest, big handprint.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give it to your father. I was gonna say the old man.
yeah,
I ain't
okay.
that stupid.
Listen.
He wants the old man to give it to him.
No,
It's my very first chop.
Are you serious?
I'm
That's actually
honored.
perfect,
I'm
too.
honored to accept that chop. He said, "No, that was Bushly compared to Bobby. Shut up."
Is that Bobby
Rambo
Green?
said Dave does a hell of a chop.
Hey,
though.
Bobby.
Hey, do I get a turn, Sean?
No,
It'd be my first one too.
that's what she said.
Hey, you're a trooper. I commend you for that.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Brother.
Straight up.
Okay. Yeah, I got to give this chop to Tuffy Senior. Sorry. Yours was great. I'm not discounting your chop, but
He did have a hell of a chop.
like you
too.
said, it was your first one. And
Sean's proud to be your first.
Oh, yeah.
Been that for many a young man.
You're
You see,
leaving.
guys, you got to see
yes,
a
sir.
live on air chop from Tuffy Jr. Just imagine what's going to happen next year when he actually does step
After
into
he's
the
got
ring.
trained a little bit, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
So
me.
look,
Yeah,
man.
well,
Again,
shit,
you
man.
know, I'm gonna throw it right out there. I commend Sean Johns for taking that because
Yep.
it takes a hell of a man to take something like that.
Now,
Yes.
you know, being that we're in the business that we are, we have no choice but to listen to the people, right, gentlemen? Would we all agree with that?
Thank you,
got to
people.
give
Yep.
the people what they want.
Yes.
Ryan Mosley seems to want something.
That's Ryan.
Take a chop from
Damn it. I am Ryan Mosley. You already got your one chop on me tonight.
I would say, well, I don't want to say that because Ryan, I've known him a long time, but I would say, you know, if he wanted to do that, then we should have him in
In
studio.
the studio?
And
And
so,
he be a man to
And
take.
he take one from me in Austin?
right
There
on.
you go.
Take one, trade one.
Exactly.
So,
That's
yeah,
right.
you know, I think Sean would do that, and I'm not speaking for Sean, but
Hey,
I think Sean would do that if Ryan would come in studio and do the same as what Sean just did.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, Well, you know, I took a chop from Joe
Tuffy,
Smo.
chop little. Oh, that's child abuse. You don't care how old
Tuffy
your son
chop
is.
little Tuffy.
He shook his head yes first.
I'll do it. He chops me, I chop him.
Hell, I'll pay to see that.
Look, I'll put my 99 cents that I got back in change on it. Tuffy's the only one going over. I know he's a cheap son of a bitch. I've worked with him.
Ryan Mosley said, I'm down.
I love it. See? Yeah, I love it.
Do we want to do that on air, or we want to do that as a short to post afterwards?
We want to do it on air.
We'll have Ryan in. We'll all come back in and we'll do it.
Hell
Set
yeah.
that up, Johnny Lee.
I will. You know
You want
what?
to do your thing on air or after the
That's
fact?
on it. That's him.
You know what?
Tough.
He want to see Austin chop.
You ain't feeling that tonight.
Oh hell.
I want you to chop me, Austin.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
hell. Where do you want it, baby?
Wait a minute. What's going on?
Austin's chopping him.
Come on, Sean. Oh, my fault. Hey!
That was a misunderstanding.
James Adams, what's up, buddy? He says,
Hey,
hello,
Jay.
Austin. What's up, James?
Hey, James.
Oh.
Hope my old lady ain't watching.
bumpers on that baby.
I want you to chop me.
I can milk them babies for a week, Tuffy.
Someone film it.
Hey, you want one of mine too?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Here, let's see here.
You made him jealous.
Stephanie,
I'll give
I
it
want
to
to make
you,
sure we're
Sean.
centered
Yes,
up.
sir.
Come on, this is your show. Yeah, let's move this chair out of the way.
It was about 10 or 11.
Let's see here.
About 10 or 11, I guess,
hell.
when I came to town.
Shimmy
And
on
man,
over
I
here
can't
by
believe
Sean,
now I'm
right?
sitting here watching you do
Listen, you
this.
want to be
Right.
centered up for your camera. It's your show. You ready, Johnny?
Yep.
Come on, Johnny. I've always liked you. You sure you want this?
Yes.
Oh,
he knows so much
he looked
shit.
at him.
I love it. Because that's a chop. That's not a slap, baby.
That's better than Joe Monroe's.
Oh!
Trust me on that.
Yeah, John Monroe's didn't get loud.
Hang on
His was.
I taught Scooter, Austin, to shoot him like
You drop
Wahoo
my
used
name
to.
on air twice and I'll kill you.
Man, he's trying to make me feel good.
Weak.
Okay, now it's the overhand.
Yep. The overhand.
Nipples
Well, if you
falling
don't know how
off
to
the
throw a
time.
chop, you can just say it.
The nipples falling off.
Ready?
Yep.
God. Oh, look at that! Hell yeah!
Tuffy!
All right, before we go,
Wings.
Oh, hell.
Hell yeah.
We need a picture of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got.
Yeah, you need
D-Money,
one on the other
do us
side
a
to make it
favor.
match.
Hold on, hold on that camera.
You want one on the other side to make a match?
Tuffy said he's going to.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's on fucking.
Bobby says, Tuffy, show him.
You think you'll no sell one from Tough?
Well,
Oh!
He ain't going to no-sell it, I can tell you that right now.
God damn it.
Oh, shit. I call Tuffy's chair.
Right here.
I call Tuffy's chair. Come on, Tuff.
Oh, my God.
Hey, let me
Tuffy,
get the camera
come
back.
on,
Let me get the
man.
camera back. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Turn your head that way.
all right.
Right there, right?
Yep.
Tuffy.
Oh! Oh, yeah!
Johnny!
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 Give him some tater.
Oh,
Man,
I
shit.
love it.
That's a hell of a chop.
Shit, brother.
That's better than fucking Joe Smoke.
Damn.
We ain't.
We got some training to do because we didn't do that.
Oh, my God.
Damn, Johnny.
Hey, I want to see a
That's
picture of it in
right
the
here.
morning.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, in the morning.
God, yeah.
In the morning is
Turn that light
Oh,
up.
yeah.
shit,
Oh
yeah.
no, you gotta get the shoulder mark in there.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my phone's dead.
Turn that light off.
Oh shit, I got you.
All right,
God
ladies.
damn that white guy.
Ah!
Hey, dude, hey,
Your mom came in and said, don't hurt Mary. He wanted these chops.
You got one hell of a
He
son
was
there,
begging
man.
And,
us to put our hands on him.
Props to him.
He's
Bobby
been-
Green said, bullshit, you held back.
Oh, hell.
slide out the way. I don't want to
You
stay
got
too
a hell of a
close to
chop too, Tuffy Jr. Let me tell you.
Hell yeah, baby.
Matches up with your dad.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's the first chop I've flown in years.
One of those,
Yeah, 3
one of
years.
those, yeah,
'Cause when you was over
Kentucky
to my house, you was
elite shows. Yeah. So,
It was about 3 years ago.
yeah.
All right, let's wrap this thing up.
All righty.
Gentlemen, gather around.
Johnny, I'm going to take your
Guys.
seat right quick. I'm going to start us off. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Austin
Sean
Diamond,
loves it when men come in.
always a pleasure. Bmoney, you are the man. Tuffy Jr., good thing we got to sit and chill. Thank you for allowing me to be your first chop ever.
And me to be his second chop ever.
Thank you guys.
Yes, Johnny.
Yes.
Tuffy, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Scott Diamond. To say it's been a pleasure would be a gross understatement. I love sitting under your learning tree.
Thank you.
And I want, Tuffy, I do want to thank you for back in the day. You were a little rough on me during training, but it was a way to form respect that I didn't understand at the time, but now I do. I do appreciate that. Thank you for at the MWA show at the training session that you didn't hold back on me, and I deserved. And at the time I didn't appreciate it because I know I was screaming and crying when I got that first chop. And I'm not challenging you to make me cry. I'm not.
So John, Sean, just so we're clear, you didn't understand it then, but you understand it now, right?
Yes.
So I guess you could say that, much like Sean, his gratitude was just tardy.
Damn.
But he wiped.
Fair enough. Asshole.
If you know what you right?
As
Cheers to
Evan
Latinos,
McMahon
huh?
used to say, "You are correct, sir."
All right, who wants to go next?
Johnny Lee.
Well, I just want to say thank you for giving me a chop, brother.
Thank you.
Austin,
Pleasure.
loved your chop. And that man right there gets one hell of a chop. Like they say, Tuffy is the best chopper around. And
No, I'm
guys,
the second.
we just got one thing to say for y'all. We got a chop that happened tonight. Rimo, you wanted it, it happened.
That's right.
And I told you, we make the fans happy when they ask for it. So stay nice.
There you go.
No.
All right.
Hey, boys, hang
Hey,
on.
boys.
Got some second generation saints in the house.
That's right.
Gentlemen, you better chime in.
I'll let you go first.
You ready to go first?
Big money.
First, I wanna say happy Veterans Day and thank you for your service in the military.
Thank you.
And what you did.
It means a lot. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And it's been a great show. This might be the funnest fucking podcast I ever had.
I agree.
We definitely need to do this again. And thank y'all for coming. It's a great night. Always good to have the Diamond Cartel in,
Damn
Tuffy
straight.
in.
And Sean Johns.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. thanks,
And
buddy.
the donkey.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Still tied up out back. Sean, he's waiting on you. Brother, you want to have at it?
Oh, God, don't give me a mic.
Sound like your dad.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
Tuffy. He's Tuffy Jr.
We got a new one. He don't want to be known, and we don't want to be near a mic now.
I just want to thank the Nice Guy Any podcast for having myself and my father on the show. It's been one hell of a night. I had a blast with these two young guys here. Diamond,
Thank you.
I give you my respect.
Thank you.
Austin, I give you my respect.
The pleasure's all yours.
Hopefully, I'll see you in the ring soon.
Oh, hell, don't lie to
Next year.
yourself.
Oh, I won't.
There's no hopefully.
I hope so. I wish I was still booking and promoting. I would book that tomorrow in a three-way dance. You three young men right now.
I damn well would, too.
Hell yeah.
Because, I mean, look at them.
They're white. They
That's-
don't have rhythm.
That right there is money.
That is money.
This is money.
Be money.
That's right.
But
Awesome.
I ain't gonna make it rain. I'll make it hell. I'll throw down.
The hell did I do?
Austin.
You know, I think I'd like to run down some bullet points real quick. Johnny Lee is the toughest damn podcaster in the game. He's got Joe Monroe washed twice over. Scott Diamond and Tuffy are running for governor and governorette. Let's see here. Kill your local pedophile. And I guess I'll pass it over to you guys. I think I got my point across.
That's right.
It's past my damn bedtime. I'm ready to go to bed.
Tuffy's tired.
Tuff's colostomy bag's full. He's got to run.
No, I just use your dad's depends and pissed on you.
Well, you better use the back because the front's full.
No wonder Sean feels so left out.
For me, I got to say first to Tuffy, man. I love you. It was great seeing you.
They're
it's
holding
always
hands,
a pleasure
guys.
to see you.
They did.
That wasn't cool
That
enough.
was so
We-
sweet.
We've had a lot of great
progressive
times,
now.
so it really was great to see you. Sean and Johnny, It's always a pleasure when you allow us to grace your presence to come in here.
Always, brother.
Thank you for having us. And
You're right, Sean.
Junior, Bmoney, look, I think you two young men have got a bright future ahead. Listen to what your dads are telling you because they had great careers. And I think you're going to go many, many places. And if I could, again, I would say tomorrow I would book the three of you in a three-way dance because I think looking across the table from Tuffy and I, what I'm looking at is not only three young lions, but we're looking at money. Best of luck to you. Yeah. Listen to your old men because they know what they're talking about, and you're going to have a great wrestling career. And I hope that when you have your first match, that I'm sitting in the front row.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, man.
And Austin, of course, you know how I feel. You know, I appreciate you carrying on the Diamond Cartel legacy. You got a long way to go, but you've had a great start, and I'm proud of you.
You know, Pop, I got to tell you, man, my back hurts from carrying you this far.
I know it does. Well, if you let me go out here and empty my Depends, it'll be a lighter carry for you.
A lighter load. Sean will be happy. Last time he choked on.
And with that,
wrap it up, Johnny.
if you're not having fun,
You ain't getting none.
damn, skip it.
Filter out, boys. Come on.
All right.
Nice guy.
Midgets!
Yeah, and donkeys.
Grab a key.
Well, in Tuffy's case, burros.
Yeah, I did almost forget, Scott. Happy Veterans Day.